Hello, and welcome back to your one and only source. We're your hosts.
My name is Phoebe.
My name is Caroline, and today we are recapping Gossip Girl, the penultimate episode of season 1. Gossip Girl, season 1,
Good
episode
catch.
17, titled
Woman on the Verge.
Woman on the Verge. I would say we have women on the verge in this ep. What do you think?
Yeah, that was Sierra and Lindsay walking into the reunion. And Bailey for some reason.
And Bailey. And good for her. And good for her. Guys, this is a crazy episode. Strap the hell in. Next week is the season 1 finale. I mean, season 1 is so good. How are you feeling about Gossip Girl in general at this point? I know you've already watched it, but at this point, are you feeling like...
I'm feeling better now.
Good.
I think, and also, I watched season 1 so many times that especially the first episode. Like the first time I watched Gossip Girl, it took me a couple years to really actually watch it.
Crazy.
I was used to Pretty Little Liars. So
I get it. I totally get it. So, guys, we begin, and Georgina is calling Serena Woodsen, cannot get a hold of her. And it's so funny. In this episode, we really see, the way that her face and her voice switches from Georgina to Sarah. And when she's talking to Georgina, when she's talking as Georgina, it's so, measured and calculated and almost, emotionless. When she's like, I think we should hang out today. Friends hang out. Why aren't you answering?
I feel like even in the phone calls, as we see them go on, she progresses in from it's not even that she's being Sarah, it's just that she is playing the role of a friendly friend in the beginning. She's like, hey, where are you? And then it slowly devolves into the you need to pick up.
Yes. You see her starting to freak out because she's obviously lost control of the situation that she thought she had full control over at this point. And what's interesting is if we wanted to psychoanalyze this, I'm sure there's a sadness here. I don't know. I don't remember how much of Georgina's backstory we ever get. But I kind of like that when it comes to her and Blair, it's Blair can do things like this, and it's we know exactly the hurt place that it's coming from. We can see it. We can empathize with it. Not knowing for Georgina, it's I'm sure it's coming from a hurt place of I literally have to blackmail anybody to hang out with me,
and pretend to be another person.
Yeah, but it's really impossible to feel for her.
So much of that is by design to show us what kind of person she really is, because we see her with Dan later when she's Sarah and she gets caught, and she's able to just on the fly completely make up a sob story.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
crazy.
Blair's capable of that, but she wouldn't do it.
No,
she wouldn't do what she wouldn't
unless
find herself
she was
here.
Motivated by something that was not necessarily self-preservation.
Yeah, exactly.
I think a lot of Blair's motivation comes from external forces rather than herself. And that's the difference with Georgina. It's all self-preservation. And so there's it just seems like there's not a soul underneath all of that smoky eyeshadow. There is no soul under there, And so
Michelle Trachtenberg is really, really, really good.
She is. So after we watch Georgina trying to get a hold of Serena, we go to the loft in Brooklyn, and Rufus is trying to figure out his set list because he has to perform at a Rolling Stone event, the top forgotten bands of the 90s. And just like that, his son forgot about it.
Guys, it's the day of.
Can you imagine? I'm how did you forget? Because Vanessa is also fully working the event.
Vanessa is again, me, this is a world building experience we would have built for Aria. Hey, handing Rufus a guitar. Hey, tune the F sharp minor.
I know. I love the moment too where someone's
your set list taped in the top of the
I'll get it.
Taped in the top of the Gibson case.
The Gibson case is so funny. You can just say guitar. I probably only brought one. I'll get it. You shouldn't touch a Gibson case with those hands. It's so funny.
I can see the dirt under your overgrown fingernails from here.
I told you exactly where to find it, but actually you have no business being in there. I bet the inside is velvet and the oils from your hands.
Said it,
you know what? You don't know how to handle it. Just let me.
I said it, I was sick to my stomach thinking about you being in there.
Honestly, I should be the only one who handles the Gibson case, but thank you.
She's like, as she's saying it, she's putting on white gloves.
Exactly. She's like, I'll handle. Dan, stay where you are. I got something to do. So
let me scrub in here before I tune up Gibson.
Yes, exactly.
Gibson.
Exactly. So Dan, the reason he's so distracted, the reason he forgot, it's because he's just having freaking girl trouble. And he tells his dad that he knows Serena's not telling him the whole truth. And Rufus is like, could it be because you're kind of an asshole?
And in this moment, Rufus won me back over.
Rufus, you kind of nailed it. You kind of hit the nail on the freaking head.
And Dan, somehow you prove him even more right than we knew him to be in your next line.
Exactly.
Because he's like, oh, so you want me to be less of myself so that she can be more of herself.
And Rufus is like, bingo. Hey,
yeah, exactly.
Bingo. Happy wife, happy life, babe. It's like, Dan, how about this?
Rufus is like, actually, what I would love is for you to be more likable.
Yeah. What I would love, no, I think I just said what I would love. I'd love for you to be less judgmental. Because Rufus goes, you can be pretty judgmental. And Dan's like, what? Moi? Me? Like, yeah, Dan, you actually run a gossip account. You're like the Perez Hilton of New York City right now.
And hey, by the way, even if he didn't do that, he is. And that it feeds into, like Serena says later, like the pedestal that he puts her on. It comes from judgment. Like
100%.
It's not some like romantic way that he looks at her.
And I think part of it too is like he puts her on the pedestal because he's like, I would never be with one of these other people. Like, they're so beneath me. They might think they're above me, but they're so beneath me in morals and ethics. And I would never be with someone like that. And because Serena is with me, I make her want to be better. And so now I can put her on this pedestal because I chose her. And if I chose her, she must be what I think she is. And it's like, I don't know. Look, Serena, I get it. I wouldn't want to tell him either. But I don't know. So we'll move on.
Also, I do want to say, and I think in my brain, I had remembered this differently, how everything goes down, but I don't know if she quite has the skin of a killer.
No, I don't think she does.
I think she thinks she does. But I think if we had her sit down for a cup of coffee with Arya or Emily,
she'd realize.
And she'd also be like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wait, you guys are actual stone cold killers.
And also, you guys are deeply unlikable about it.
And they're like, you did drugs. you did drugs. We didn't do that. And
that's what
like,
that's Emily's take. And Arya's like, cannot talk about it.
Arya's like, don't talk about that like that. Wait, what kind of drugs were you doing? Wait, man-made? Okay, only do drugs that come from the earth. So you lost me again.
She's like, this tea, shrooms.
This tea is shrooms that I picked myself. I don't know what's gonna happen to me when I drink this, but I know that it's from the earth, and the earth would never hurt me. And then she kisses the earth. So. Question for the culture, have we seen Vanessa on a Vespa yet? Is this the first time?
No, we did remember
see her Vespa.
I think when that first time that she hangs out with Serena and Dan.
Okay. I couldn't remember, and I was like,
it's also
hilarious.
but
of course she's got her burgundy Vespa parked outside of the coffee shop.
We've also talked about a Vespa because Serena.
I know. I'm like, did she find out Serena is obsessed with Vespas? And she's like, I bought one off Facebook Marketplace, so it looks like it's been used a lot. And also, I would never buy firsthand, but it looks like it's been used a lot. And so Serena's gonna think I've had it for years, and she's gonna be like, wow, you really are the girl I wish I could be. Sorry.
Yeah, Vanessa is out of this world this episode.
She surely is. And Nate is all about it. Nate walks up as Vanessa's walking out, and he goes, I thought I had your schedule memorized. Why?
We didn't even
for 2.5 minutes.
Hey, we didn't even see you last episode. Archibald.
We did not see you guys interact one time. You thought you had her schedule memorized, but you don't know that she's going to be working all day as a freaking roadie? Nate, put your listening ears on. Turn them up to 10. If you thought you had your schedule memorized, I'm sure she would have told you she was doing this.
Exactly.
It doesn't seem like something Vanessa wouldn't share.
No. Especially if you guys are like texting. Like the way that the scene ends, I'm like, oh, okay, you guys are actively like
And Vanessa didn't mention it.
You guys are talking.
Maybe she set up a trap here. I'm just saying.
Actually, I think we just nailed it.
Nailed it.
She is giving, like, she wanted to find a way to, like, lure him here.
Yeah.
Without him, like, actually knowing our schedule.
Yeah. I guess
so. They're talking, and she's like, when are you going to take me on a freaking date?
And he's like, hold that thought. Phone ringing. He answers the phone.
Hey, guys, him in this whole scene, like, his eyes, his hair, everything, his outfit, everything was, like, little Phoebe's dream boy.
I was like, what is she about to say? Because everything was working for me. And it seemed like something that would be working for Fee. Working for me, working for Fee.
And it was.
And it was. No, Nate is HOT hot in this episode. I'll say it. And you know who's funny as fuck to me in this episode is Chuck Bass.
Chuck and Blair.
Every line read, I'm cracking up for Chuck. Like,
I love when it's like we get the three I want to say the Three Stooges, but it's like the one Musketeer and two Stooges. Like it's Blair.
Well, honestly, it's like one Musketeer, one Stooge, and one supervillain.
It's like when it's like Spencer, Caleb, and Toby.
Yes, it's very much like that. And I think we all know who's who. Sorry, Caleb, you are Chuck. You just are.
Well, Toby has to be Nate. They're cousins.
Literally, they're both golden retrievers. They're both good guy Toby, good guy Nate.
They're fraternal twins, actually.
They're misunderstood. Nate
would have been A to protect Blair.
Nate and Toby parent trap. They're like, we're not brothers, we're twins. And then they switch places, and Nate is like, this life freaking rules. And Toby's like, this life freaking rules. I mean,
Nate is like,
this is actually Toby.
Hello, brother.
Hello, brother. Exactly. Nate's like, just trying that out. So anyway, Vanessa's like, when's the real date coming? Nate's phone rings. He says that he's going to meet her tonight at Rufus's concert. And he says it's a date. And to that, I say, not really. That's actually not a date. And the fact that Vanessa's like swooning over it tells me she's never been on a date, Nate. Come on.
Which we do know to be true, which just goes against everything about her. The way
we know she's never been on a date?
Yeah, she said that to Jenny. She was like, I've never been in a relationship, remember?
Well, that doesn't mean she's never been on a date.
Well, she's like fresh into the romance.
Well, she's been in love with her best friend, and she thought it was requited, and she was wrong. So Lily and Bart's wedding is coming up. I didn't even realize it was this freaking week. And
it's freaking tonight, it seems.
Well, the rehearsal dinner was. It was giving Freaky Friday. I have to go take care of my daughter.
It's also like I have to go make out with a different man. Chad Michael Murray.
Oh my god. Okay, literally Woman on the Verge Gossip Girl is Freaky Friday.
But it is like, it kind of goes against everything I would suspect for Lily to be the kind of bride who's like, and for my rehearsal dinner for my third wedding, we're all wearing black.
Really? I feel like it's like,
no, that's not her. And I know it. Not her.
Well, I will say, to me, it doesn't really seem like Lily is the type of person who's saying, and for my third wedding, I'll be planning every detail of it. Seems to me like she's handing that off. And like, I kind of know what I like by now.
I think it's interesting that she chose identical twins to like plan her wedding and do the Rolling Stone interview she agreed to on the same day as her rehearsal dinner.
Wait.
They are identical. I thought it was the same person.
You're right, actually. And it is crazy that she's doing this Rolling Stone interview at all, but we'll get to that. So Lily and Bart are doing wedding things, and when the person comes up and they're like, they address Lily and Bart, and they're like, you have your Rolling Stone interview in an hour. And for a second, I thought Bart was also going to be there. And I was like,
well, I was like, is this about the wedding?
Rolling Stone events in this episode. What?
I was like, is it about the wedding? Like, is it like...
That's what I was thinking, too. I was like, it's interesting. Rolling Stone must have written a big check for this episode to get featured in two different ways.
Weird.
They get to the penultimate episode. They're like, shit, we forgot to mention Rolling Stone even once this season. Let's just put it twice in this episode. Like, what? So as they're talking about this, Dan comes in. He's looking for Serena, at which point Chuck enters, and Dan's like, have you seen Serena? And he goes, I've seen lots of Serena. Like, all of his... Chuck. Hey, Chuck. Not my dog. My dog would
Did we have to say that?
Did we have to say that? I was talking to Amber.
And also, is it true?
Yeah, no. Well, he probably has, but Never mind. It was dark. I was going to say she might not know, but I really just meant because she like parties. Anyway, and not in about just like that she might like party and take her clothes off one night and like, like they all party together. Anyway.
She's definitely giving Amanda Petula skinny dipping at the party.
And she's like, what? Like, you can't see my nipples. And they're like, no, we can.
She's like,
see them clear as day.
Oh my God, Ben. Oh my God, Ben, you want to have sex with me?
My nipples hard? Don't look.
No, she asked the whole party before she jumps in. Okay, like, how do I look, you guys?
Wait, guys, wait, do I look like I'm naked? Oh my God, wait.
Don't, Ben.
I actually did take off my bra too. I am naked.
Ben,
stop looking.
Ben, stop it. I'm married.
Do you guys mind if I just, honestly, it's too much work to get out and put my stuff up. Is it cool if I just skinny dip? None of you are gonna look right. Cool.
I thought I had my bathing suit on. I really thought I had it on.
Wait, okay, who punked me and gave me a dissolving bathing suit? Kyle. And this is why I don't want to be with you, Kyle.
West would never
whatever. You know what? I'm not ashamed.
West would never do this. West would never do this.
West, would you ever do? I just think West would never do it, Kyle.
Do you have an Amanda Petula impression?
Sometimes unintentionally.
Because I was going to say, there was a word you said that sounded like her. There are a few people on TikTok that have really nailed it. And I think we have made so many excuses for her that I haven't quite clocked how annoying her voice is.
It's so annoying. She's so annoying. Anyway.
I can't do it.
West. Or when she's like, Kyle. Like, I just can't.
It's just terrible.
So Chuck then gets a call. Lots of calls happening. This is the cell phone hour.
And we'll know why, because there's a businesswoman on the other end of the phone.
Well, of course. Of course.
There's a founder and CEO.
I have to take this. I do not have a choice.
Blair and everybody's phone is founder and CEO.
Yes, exactly. Which, by the way, that is the Summer House episode I watched last night. And it is, Paige's reaction was
founder and CEO of what?
Of what? It's so good.
Your fashion app.
What?
Your fashion app.
It's just amazing. Okay, so Chuck gets a call. He walks away. Dan overhears him say on the phone, Serena didn't come home last night. So Dan starts following him. And Chuck has this hilarious look as he is walking out of the hotel room. He looks back at Dan and just makes eye contact with the whole time as he slowly shuts the door. He's like, you wish you could come with me. Poor boy. That's what he says. And then we see, and I'm like, wait, where the heck are we going? It's one of the first times we get to see people getting into the elevator to go to Blair's rather than just coming out into Blair's house unannounced.
Mm-hmm. And he gets up there. Nate's there too.
No, they're in the elevator together, and it's awkward.
Wait, how many floors do you think they had to go up together?
Penthouse, baby. They are
one
not
of the worst. Here's kind of like actually an epidemic that I think is going on. There have been, and I don't know if it's something I'm doing, and maybe I have to consciously work on it.
Well, I can't wait to tell you right now, because I'm sure I'll be able to diagnose the issue immediately.
I will either be getting into an elevator, or I'm on an elevator, it stops on another floor, other people are getting in. And
wait, that happens to me too.
No, stop. The way that people will look at me like I have a scarlet letter on that says I have like a communicable disease that's gonna kill them. I'm like, okay, sorry to offend. Like, we're in a building with 25 floors.
The best is when this usually I'm on the other end of this. Let's
the doors will open.
Elevator.
The doors will open. They will look at me like.
Well, you probably are doing something insane and fucked up. But what I will say is, imagine this: you're in the elevator. It gets to the 15th floor, and the doors open, and I'm standing there, and you're the only one in the elevator, and I don't have any baggage. But I look, and I'm like, I'll get the next one.
I'm like, I would actually.
They can do that anytime.
I would rather.
And you know what, Phoebe? So could you? They get it. You know what? Give it right back to them. They get in, you get out. You say, this is my floor, but I'll get the next one. They're like, wait, is this your floor? And you're like, no, it isn't. It isn't my floor.
You just have a bad energy. And
honestly, you came in here and I don't want to freak you out, but I can't be on this elevator anymore. I can't be in this elevator car. I don't want to freak you out, but you came in here and honestly, I heard something that's going to happen.
It's not just
you look at them and you go,
this thing's going to blow.
Before you step on, what's the weight limit of this? You're like, you know what?
I think it's probably safer if I just get off. Looking at the both of you
I'll
together.
get off, and honestly, you shouldn't probably. I don't think all two of you should get on. But if you want to risk it, like that's totally up to you. But I just like
it's not
I
just
know
on
it'll work for me.
elevators, but I do think like worldwide, we need to work on the way that we look at each other.
Well, yes.
Like it's just like, why is the first look that you're giving someone when elevator doors open like
Dirty.
you want me dead?
They still think they have their masks on.
And I
some of
wish
them
you
do.
did. I wish you
I mean,
did.
some of them have metaphorical masks on. What are
Not
you
just
hiding?
because of your fucking attitude, but like, yeah, I wish I could only see half of your face.
Oh, whoa, Phoebe. Okay, not gonna lie, that was giving Mean Girl energy. Oh, you are so canceled for that. Okay, so one thing I gotta note about Chuck is he is holding a straw fedora. Doesn't ever put it on his head. Has
Me
it with him.
thinking about Chuck the dog.
Oh my God, Chuck the dog would love to have a straw fedora, but Drama has called dibs on all fedora purchases. Chuck is more interested in parting his hair on the side with gel for his choir concert.
Have they been to the new house yet?
No, tomorrow we're taking them. Oh, I miss them, guys. I am a transient being right now. I am fully moved out of my old place that I lived in for 5 years. Longest I've lived in a
Nuts.
place as an adult.
Crazy.
And I literally was like, I've had so many memories in this house. Like, I got married in this house. I had all my bridesmaids here. Well, I didn't get married in the house, but we got married while we were living there. All my bridesmaids came and we all got ready at the house together on my wedding day. So, like, forever immortalized.
Eras tour
in that house. I got Chuck and Drama in that house. Like, so many things happened in that house. And it's just like crazy to be leaving. I'm sad. It's been such a great place. I'm sad to leave it. I'm really excited about the new house, but like today we did the final walkthrough and it's all empty. And I was just like, oh my God. Like it's sad. But anyway, we're not like moved in a place that like the bed isn't made, that kind of a thing at the new house. So I've been sleeping at my parents' house and Anthony's been sleeping at his parents' house with the dogs because both of our parents are out of town. And it's kind of weird. I'm like, I wonder if the people in the neighborhood think something's up. He's like, I've just been here for like a week by myself.
I don't
and
think
they all
it's
know I'm
weird.
married.
Right. I'm going to be there soon.
I can't wait for you to see my house.
I just can't wait to be in Pittsburgh.
It's cold as fuck here, by the way, and it's going to be.
Guys, send your prayers up for Mimi this weekend because Mimi is a warm weather girl and it's barely, her birthday is Saturday. It's barely supposed to get above 60 degrees in Nashville.
Dude. See, like, that's my dream, but like, I got it for her.
Mimi sent me the weather and she was like, no. And I was like,
You're like, no way. This is awesome.
I can't believe it's not going to be 80 degrees. That is just
I'm
something.
bummed out. This changes everything. I have to totally rethink what I'm going to wear. I was going to wear just an American flag bikini, but I feel like I'll be cold. I feel like I'll be cold in that. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
What do you think?
Maybe I'll just brave it. A hoe never gets cold.
Is it okay if I'm nipping?
Is anyone going to freak out if I bust out of my American flag bikini?
At the Jesse Solomon show, is it okay?
Wait, is she going to go on stage?
We don't know. We haven't heard anything.
There. I hope.
Okay, wait, this is crazy. We got an email about it after it was like, tell us about you. She got another email.
By the way, guys, just so you know, Jesse Solomon put out a thing that was like, if you want to come sing with me on stage at my tour, email this thing. So they did for Phoebe's friend Mimi because they are going to the concert for her birthday for fun.
They said, here is Jesse's new unreleased song. Send a video of you singing it in.
Did she do it?
She did. We haven't heard back.
Have you seen the video?
But I'm like, hey, Jesse.
We're really auditioning people?
Are you being serious?
Can we audition you, actually?
Caroline, I was literally just gonna say
I'll start.
No, you gotta get that real vibrato.
What?
That real vibrato in there.
I can't even do it. It's like warbly. Anyway. I guess I'll start.
It's like Post Malone on slow-mo.
Literally. Okay, so Chuck has a straw fedora and his hand never makes it on his head. Dorota comes in and tells the boys Blair will be here soon. Then we see Georgina walking up to the Palace Hotel where Serena is staying with 2 coffees. And oh my God, Dan is standing there and she tries to get away, but no, he spotted you. And
Guys,
he
I
will
hate this
spot
bitch. I hate Sarah even more than I hate Georgina.
I know.
Okay, there is a line read later that I cannot forget, and I'm sure I actually am almost positive you probably have it written down.
Hope I don't prove you wrong. Hope I don't let you down.
It is like if she I don't know if I've ever seen Bambi, but like does Bambi talk? The deer?
Probably. I can't imagine it's a silent film. They're all animals. Yes, Bambi talks. But Bambi is a baby.
If
Has she
Bambi
learned
didn't
yet? Is Bambi a boy or girl?
for some reason I think it's a boy, but that's
Oh my God, did I
misogyny.
misgender Bambi live on pod? Holy shit, get ready to edit that out.
Bambi, boy or girl?
Guys, sorry, we'll get back to the Gossip Girl, but first we gotta know if Bambi's a boy
A male.
or girl. A male. So that's, I mean, I was misled.
Anyway, but I just feel you're like always like Bambi-eyed, like that. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But,
Georgina.
the way that Georgina has characterized Sarah, the way that she speaks as Sarah, if Bambi was a silent film, this is how Bambi talks.
If Bambi was a silent film, that's how Bambi would talk?
You know what I mean?
No.
The way that she
in a silent
speaks.
film, I don't think Bambi would talk much.
No, I mean, like, I don't know what Bambi sounds like in real life.
Okay,
like,
so if
I
you
don't
could
know.
describe vocal quality to Bambi, it would be Georgina speaking as Sarah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And guys, are you following?
And if you aren't,
guys, you got that, right? And you're right here with us, right? So Georgina, but you literally, you see the like Sarah wash over her as she has to turn around to see Dan when she realizes that he saw her.
Michelle Trachtenberg, you're so good, but it disturbs the fuck out of me.
It's disturbing, of course. She makes up a lie on the spot. Oh, I have an old friend from Portland staying here. And what I want to say is Dan accepts that way too quickly. But you know why? It's because Dan can't wait to talk about him and his problems, which is the only reason he likes Sarah is because she is a woman written by a crazy woman who is just there to make Dan fall in love with her. And the only way to make a man fall in love with you is to pretend that you think he's interesting and that you don't need to say anything about your life.
It's not only that, but Dan is also... Lost it.
It'll come back or it won't. So Dan's like, well, just so you know why I'm here. Can't find Serena and she's acting super fucking weird. And it's like, again, hey, keep it to yourself. You don't know this girl. And the meeting with Serena didn't go so well. So you don't need to air out your dirty laundry to her.
What I was going to say was Dan is also, he's already... It's giving the way that Amanda talks about her relationship with Kyle in this last season of like he is so ready for
planting the seeds
to be
for
over.
His next
so
conquest.
he is simultaneously playing the victim in his relationship with Serena to Sarah, the way that Amanda did with West about Kyle, but also planting the seeds for like we could like I'm just gonna believe everything you say and I'm just gonna like I'm so
well, it's easier to be like, okay, well, if I can't be with Serena, at least I've got this amazing other option that I'm gonna leave open just in case. But I am gonna make it look like I'm not the bad guy because he's not the bad guy, really. But also, like, you are judgmental. It's like everything you learn about who Serena really is makes you like her less. So maybe you're just not supposed to be together. But anyway, Georgina's like, well, why don't you just try calling her again? And then, as if on cue, Serena calls Dan. And he answers, but it's a man on a phone, the bartender at One Oak, who says that Serena left her phone there. She left with 3 guys and she was drunk at like 2 a.m. And this is like the one thing he doesn't tell Georgina, thank God.
Because she would have run with that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're back at the penthouse, the Waldorf penthouse.
And Blair's arrived.
Oh, she comes stumbling and she's like, I need your help. Come here, come quick. And we go to the elevator, and as if she's a baby bird, we see Serena crumpled in the corner, looking so fucked up, devastated. And it is like...
It's really sweet.
It's really sweet. Like, I can try to be like, Chuck, you suck, you know, whatever, but he does just
and Nate immediately go to her and
pick her up
like a princess and bring her up to the room. And like, I do... As fractured as they are, with Blair especially, I do believe that they It's like the We Were Liars cast.
They have such genuine love for each other.
They love each other so much that whatever fights that they have with each other, that stuff will all still exist on the surface. But when something more serious happens,
like
they
we'll
can
get
forget
back
that
to
for a
it,
second.
trust.
Yes,
But, like,
exactly.
When things take
And we might
precedence,
make
we can
remarks
acknowledge
about
that.
it.
And that's what Kyle and Erica can't do for Dorit on Beverly Hills. But anyway,
Exactly.
everything. And by the way, if you want to
Everything
know
goes
what the
back
hell
to
we're talking
Bravo.
about or hear more about this Bravo talk, it's on the Patreon. So you can go listen to that. So Blair and Nate are getting Serena in the shower. At this point, Chuck has gone out and bought a bunch of hangover remedies, brought them back to the house. And we have a moment with Nate and Chuck outside the bathroom as Serena's like throwing up in there. And Blair comes out and she's like, listen, Serena told me something crazy last night and I went to go get my mom's Valium to try to calm her down. And when I got back, Serena was gone and it took me all night to find her. And she will not tell the boys what Serena told her. And I'm just like, Blair is such a fucking good friend. Blair dropped everything, searched all night long in New York for Serena, did not stop until she found her, made sure that she had help. And now she's like, I'm not going to tell you. Like, I'm not going to tell you what she told me because it's not my story to tell. I don't know. She said something crazy, but like, it's just like, and
There's
I
a
like that they don't
line-
press her for it too.
Yeah.
Like, they understand and they like respect that. There's just like, there's a bond that these four have that Cece Rhodes was right when she said to Dan, you just like could never get it because you're just not from this world and you're not from here. And like, you're just going to realize that more and more. And it's like, it doesn't have to be a deal breaker, but that is the truth.
Honestly, it's not even about the money. It's just about
like
the fact that they've grown up with each other and like
the history they
like,
have with each other, the situations they've been in are just unlike the ones you've been in, Dan, and that's okay. It's really not even about like, yeah, like social status, class, any of those things. It's just like they have been through a lot together and it would be it's just like it's hard to infiltrate a long-standing friend group, you know, no matter how like weak they are. So we go to the venue where Rufus and Vanessa are unloading the car. And Rufus asks Vanessa about Dan because he's like, Dan seems super depressed. And
she's
Vanessa
like,
goes,
well, you know, Serena's a jealous bitch. So there's
Serena
that.
kind of, I don't know, how do I say this? Como se dice, fucking sucks, Rufus? Ruf, have you noticed that? Serena's the worst? Yeah, she says this thing all the time. She goes, I have to go. And it's like, well, guess what? Guess who's here? Me. V. V is always here. V never has to go. Anyway, thanks for being there with me for that, Phoebe. Psych.
Sorry,
But,
Kelly texted us.
Vanessa's like, Serena's being a massive biatch, and like we have this new friend Sarah who's fucking awesome, and Serena's jealous of her, but Serena was jealous of me too, and like she will come around, and I get it. Rufus, stop it! I will accuse you of hitting on me if you tell me you understand why Serena was jealous of me. Stop. But she's a little jealous of Sarah, and frankly, I don't know. I don't think Sarah's Dan's type. I didn't think Serena was Dan's type, but I think she just, But once she gets to know Sarah, it'll be fine. And then this huge banner of Rufus falls down on the side of the building, and we find out it's a photo that Lily Vanderwoodson has taken.
Wow, you're sexy.
She goes,
stop looking at me like that. Stop.
She's like, I'm talking about the photo. I'm not talking about you.
Whoever. I bet whoever took that is
That's a photo of
sexy.
another man. Sorry, Rufus. That's not the man I see in front of me right now. Sorry, Roof. You've aged. You're weathered now. It works for some people, but I'm a minor. So, not for me. And also, I'm spoken for. I decided maybe the Humphrey boys aren't for me after all.
I think I'm looking for something a little more
to the Upper East Side. Okay,
so Dan arrives.
No, Lily is doing her interview with Rolling Stone.
Oh yeah. And then Dan gets there eventually. Well, in this interview, of course. It's just like how long have they been speaking before we get to the point where the interviewer insinuates and then really like badgers about the fact that Lily and Rufus were in love with each other?
Yeah. I think not long, because I feel like part of the reason they're interviewing Lily is because she took a photo of Rufus that like,
well, the one that's hanging, I think.
Well, exactly. So it's like, I don't think Lily's getting interviewed if not, like she could have photographed a million bands, but she photographed, like, and I feel like they're probably like I can imagine a world where they were an iconic couple and people were really into them and into them together. And it was like this cool rock star. He was one of the top bands in the 90s.
So it's Brittany's.
And
Who
she
played
was like,
did we have an actor for Rufus in the episode that Brittany Snow plays Lillian?
can't remember. I don't think.
Like, okay, then who is our Rufus for Brittany Snow?
Caleb from Tyler Blackburn.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He would be a perfect Rufus.
you're right.
Ah, okay, give it to us. God, give me the road spinoff and it, whatever. So he's like, so when you took this picture of Rufus, were you guys fucking yet, or
How
did that come
horned up
after
were
he
you?
saw the picture?
And like as you were taking it, can you tell me how turned on you are?
Okay, I'm gonna
on a
move my hand
scale
slowly
on
up
a scale of 1
of libido, and I want you to tell me when to stop. Wow, we're still going? Okay, I'm running out of room here, Lil. Lily. She's like, I'm not answering it. And he's like, okay, that high, huh? Wow, the limit does not exist, huh? Can't quantify it, huh? Can't quantify your libido and your horniness, huh? So Dan knocks on the door, and Lily is just thrilled. She's actually happy to see Dan for once.
But
And
also,
he's like,
Dan, would it kill you once in an episode to not be the most impolite 17-year-old on planet Earth?
also, like, here's the deal. Obviously, we are all right to be worried about Serena, and we know what we know. But let's just for a second take it out of this context. And if this were our mother, she would be like, why are you obsessed with my daughter like this? Stop looking for her. That's what Mom would say. Mom would say, I hear you've been all around town asking everybody. Like, she obviously wanted to talk to you.
In Mom's brain, Dan says this. We're immediately in trouble in Mom's brain.
Yes.
But to Dan, she's like, she's not, like, she would, you know what?
Nailed it, by the way, nailed that.
She's not communicating that she's worried about us to Dan. We're in trouble with Mom because we're missing. But
Mom's slamming the door in Dan's face and then calling us, where are you?
But she said something to Dan to kind of defend us. She's come up with an excuse for us
like,
to Dan.
I'm sure she'll call you when she's free.
Exactly. And then she closes the door.
Where are you? Yeah.
She's gritting through her teeth.
Where are you? Exactly. So Dan's like, I can't find Serena. Lily goes, did you try calling? Oh my God, Lil, you are a genius.
And you know who also says that later? And it does actually unfortunately work. But Georgina also suggests, well, I'm sure like if you call her,
you just call
she'll
her.
just answer.
That wasn't that before? And
yeah,
Georgina
but
was
it's
saying
like,
it because she wasn't answering. She was testing her.
Dan, don't you? No, I know, but it's like, Dan, in your brain, you should be like, well, I've been calling her, you fucking numbskull.
Like, I wouldn't really be knocking on your door looking for her, saying I can't find her if I hadn't tried calling her a few times. So he's like, well, she doesn't have her phone, whatever. And Lily's like, well, you could try calling Charles. And Dan's like, who the fuck is Charles? And then he's like, oh, Charles. Sure. Yeah, let me ask him. And Lily's like, hey, reporter, get lost. I have to get ready for my wedding and not to Rufus Humphrey. Oh my God. And then as he's walking out the door, he's like, you know what? I'm going to shoot my shot. Did you think, were you able to take such amazing pictures of him because you were in love with him? Answer the question.
Nailed it.
Okay, you're actually a huge bitch and everyone's thinking it.
Me?
I'm saying it. Yeah. Totally, Phoebe.
Oh, wait, I wasn't saying nailed it to you. I was saying nailed it to this guy. Like, that's your big gotcha question.
Well, that wasn't being really defensive because, like, I didn't nail it. And this was your plan all along.
No.
To get me to admit that I know I didn't nail that freaking line read.
I wish I was that smart.
Phoebe, it's written all over your face.
No, not my story. I mean, for him, like, this, like, good job. Like,
he did get a good soundbite here.
Yeah, but it's just...
Because she says, well, I wasn't in love with him that much. I mean, there's your header.
And Lily, that's on you.
And there's the pull quote on a picture of Lily and Rufus from the 90s. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you gave him that. Bart is not going to be happy. Maybe that's why she does what she does. She's self-sabotaging because she knows when this article comes out, Bart's going to have a freaking cow.
For
so,
sure.
Dan.
So we go to the Waldorfs and Dan is here.
Over.
How did you get up here?
Who let you in? Who let you in? You know what? Like, if you're in here, it means you must be on a list to be allowed in here, which tells me that Blair's nicer than you give her credit for because she said, I'll allow Serena's boyfriend to be on the list. So Dan gets there and he's like, sees everybody together. He's like, don't you all hate each other?
Dan's
and Blair
like,
and Nate say yes. And Chuck goes, no.
And that's actually, unfortunately,
Hannah.
a moment. That's a moment where Chuck is Toby.
Oh? He's like, wait,
No, these are my
what?
friends.
Wait, you guys both said yes? Okay. We'll talk about this later.
It's like, okay, I know, Nate, I know I fucked her. But
He's like,
so did you.
Nate and Blair hate each other, but we're all cool. We're all cool, right? They're like, no. Oh my God.
But
so they say
Dan has walked into this apartment with brass knuckles on one hand and a boxing glove on the other.
I know you've got her in here, and you're turning her into one of you again, but I already had her turn into one of me. I was transferring all my Brooklyn information and love into her body, and you stole her from me. So what's up? Where she gave her back? I gotta get her in the Brooklyn water fast, or the spell will wear off.
Dan's baptized her in the Brooklyn River.
Throw her off the Brooklyn Bridge now! Come on, show her to me. Where is she? She can't be out of Brooklyn for this long. She'll forget everything. She'll forget about Dumbo. She will forget about Dumbo.
And Blair essentially says,
Brooklyn,
take a look around. Do you see Serena anywhere around here?
I don't think so.
News?
Flash.
You're not gonna.
Have we said that Dakota Fanning and Uptown Girls is Blair?
Yeah, I
Rose out to be Blair Waldorf?
Hey, I think once or twice.
Have we actually? Okay. I'm like, this is a brand new thought and it's epic.
We say it every...
we cracked the okay, guys. Brain blast. We say the same thing every single week and we're like, wait, that's genius. Okay, get that on a t-shirt. Okay,
Me and Caroline are just like fully, we will say something to each other. Well, actually...
We do just be saying things to each other.
Not always me so much to Caroline, but typically when Caroline says something to me, we're both like, oh my God, genius.
Well, I'm smart. And,
no.
And how do we know that? How do we know that?
No.
Because my IQ's locked in a safe in this house. And that's the only way. Listen to me, guys. If your mom isn't hiding crucial information about your Mensa status from you, you're not that smart.
Guys, imagine
I'm 31. Tell me.
I get to my mom and dad's house on Sunday.
You asked them?
I walk in.
They told you?
It is completely
Oh my God,
apart.
they told you that your IQ is 70. Baby. I'm so
You guys aren't even listening to what I'm saying.
I am.
I get home
it's completely dark.
No,
It's completely rooted around everything's a mess.
Caroline has pulled every book from every shelf, every paper from every drawer. Like every possible place that her IQ could be. She's actually our redone kitchen. She has torn apart cabinets to be like, oh, is this the kind of family where like we put a secret in for the next family who moves in and like redoes the kitchen and they find a note?
I have a sledgehammer in the wall. I'm like, I'm just looking.
It's just left. No, it's just left there. You're not in the house.
You're like, where's Caroline? She's stuck in the laundry chute because she's like, is it stapled to one of these?
I just see your feet.
My feet dangling. And you're like, I knew she was skinny, but this is crazy. Okay. So anywho, they're like, no, Serena's not here. And Dan's like, fucking liars. Give her to me. And I'm like, you're scary.
If I'm Blair,
dude, she's fine.
Imagine that truly Serena was just wasted and cheated on him.
I would be like,
he's acting like this
today.
And like Serena, that was
granted
scary.
in this situation. Serena is the bad guy because she's cheated on him. But we're like, hey, Dan, step off.
Because Caroline fully, like, I don't remember what we talked about the other day in a text, and I think it was with Amber. I mean, this was like a week or two ago.
And I texted that.
We said something, and Caroline fully went on for like texts and texts and texts of like, do it.
Step off! Step off! Step off! Sorry, sometimes it takes me a minute to go, step off!
And Caroline fully has to do like the Glee Proud Mary dance when she does it.
Step. A step. Yeah, exactly. But it's effective and it works. And that is a reason to join the Patreon and watch video episodes, you guys. If you're not a matron, you're only getting half
You're
the
only
story.
gonna have the story.
Okay?
And that's
I'll
just
say it.
how Sue.
Okay, so
Caroline and I are diseased.
we're tired. So Blair goes, actually, she doesn't want to see you. Brokey, get out.
and this is Paige
She's like,
DeSorbo.
oh, great. Brokey Humphreys here.
Suddenly, this is Paige DeSorbo. Amanda Batula has come up and she's like, oh my God, you fucking smell.
Sierra doesn't wanna fucking see you.
First of all, you smell.
Stoner.
First of all,
Stoner, you reek.
And not just
Would you light up in my elevator? Security?
As Amber would say. Amber has this theory, and I think she's probably right, that Amanda fully like smells. Like not just like she's a stoner. Like she is like a smelly person.
No, she does give smelly.
She just gives like, I don't need a shower. My hair doesn't get greasy.
She gives like stale vibes, like stale smell.
Mildew.
But she thinks she gives clean girl, and I'm like, you're
on what planet? What planet do you give
sweatpants?
Here's the thing: you don't have to give clean girl to seem clean. Like you can like seem like you take care of yourself.
You know, Paige DeSorbo doesn't give clean girl, but I know that.
But I know she smells good. I know she smells good. I know she's clean.
I know she's clean. She's hairless. She's bathed. She's perfumed in every crack and crevice, and that's how she wants it to be, and that's how it should be. And
hairless.
And so Phoebe, take notes.
Hairless Caroline.
Hairless and perfumed in every crevice and crack. And Paige DeSorbo would love to hear that I said
Caroline is like, you need to be naked as a mole rat if you want to be considered a woman.
By the way, guys, I'm spray tanning Phoebe next week.
No, Caroline
one. Yes, I am.
No, you're sending me to that place. No.
Well, then I guess I am doing it because they're booked solid. Do you see any available appointments anywhere? I don't think so. News flash, you're not gonna, because I'm your spray tan artist. Now you go in there, they're like, all right, you're a spray tan artist. Her name is Liz. She'll be right with you. And then I come in.
I let out a scream like they've never heard before in their life.
I'm on the floor laughing so hard. They come in, they think that you hurt me. They think that something awful happened in the room because you are screaming. You're out of there. You're fully naked, running down the street, out of there. And I'm on the ground curled over. And they're like, what did she do to you? And I'm like, get her back in here. It's time for her tan.
I am behind the wheel of the car. Completely naked.
And then you get all these tickets in the mail from the traffic stoplights with the cameras in there, and they're like, you have sped through every single stoplight and you were butt-ass naked, and like we saw it, and you should have known about that from National Treasure.
Okay, you got one fine for running the red light, but also you got a fine for all of our eyes. We all have to get our
exactly.
We all
can't
have to get like fucking
nude in
LASIK
public
surgery
and
after
there are
this.
cameras everywhere. This is America, okay? What do you think the birds are? By the way, Mom and Dad have 2 birds' nests out there, and we pissed.
Here, I do want to say about the Waymos, which I am going to take my first Waymo ride this weekend.
What is a Waymo?
The self-driving cars.
Ew.
I am concerned about the surveillance
driving
aspect of it.
Surveillance. Well, of course.
If they replace Ubers or if they become so like ingrained in our society, I mean, every inch of that car is a camera.
Yeah.
Just driving our streets all day, every day.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
That's troublesome to me, but
that's what they want. Okay,
but
so
I am gonna be in one this weekend, and I'll take a video.
You're not an ally. Just like when you called an Uber and a Cybertruck came up. Now I know that was on purpose. Okay, so Blair's like, she doesn't want to see you. And he's like, Serena! Starts calling her and trying to go up the steps. They all create a human shield, block it. And then Serena comes down the steps and is like, you guys. And she pulls Dan aside. And Dan's like, "What? Who the fuck called me? Like, who are the guys that you left with?" And she says she doesn't know. And then he says, "Did you cheat on me?"
He may as well like push her.
I mean, he's like she's obviously unwell. Like she's obviously.
So I'm saying, like, Dan, if you loved her, and Serena is right. Like, this is why she's so scared, and she's worked herself up so much about telling Dan about this. Obviously, it's scary to begin with, but she is right. There's this other aspect, and a reason she's able to tell her friends later and not Dan is because he puts her on this pedestal.
Well, and she's scared to lose him, and that's the thing.
But also, I think that's why she was so scared to say that she loved him back, because I don't think she thinks that he's actually like. I don't think it's love that he's feeling. Like because if it was love,
it's just like infatuation.
He would be like, and I'm
obsession.
not. Cheating's not okay, and it's like obviously a really big issue in a relationship. But if I saw my partner come down the stairs acting the way that Serena was acting, and I know about Serena's past and her substance abuse issue, and like then I learned about the other thing, it would be like, if I loved you, I would be so hurt. But I think that I would be like that the cheating would become a secondary conversation.
Yeah, that's what
I would be there to like comfort Serena.
Well, I just think my first question isn't, did you cheat on me? And I understand that he's frustrated, like she's been dodging shit for a while, but like if you want her to be honest with you, what she needs is to think
can't immediately
that, like,
make her the villain.
Exactly. Like she needs to know that like you've said you love her. Is that love unconditional? Because it's like, if I, like, the worst thing, and it's what Blair says to her in the last episode, I think. She's like, the worst thing you've ever done, like, I'm never going to leave you. Like, I will be here forever. And it's like,
and she says something similar to this episode.
True unconditional love with Blair.
She says your problems and your she might even say your mistakes, but like your problems are our problems.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, Dan doesn't feel that way. So it's not love.
No, Dan's like, you have created a problem and now you're bringing it into my life. And like, I just feel like part of the reason. And it's
almost like he's an air of like, I should have known. I should have known.
Yeah, exactly.
I should have like
he's
believed what everybody said about you.
Yeah, he's judgmental. And like, I just feel like it's not the first question I'm asking. I'm like concerned because I love her and I want her to feel safe enough to tell me whatever this is that she's so scared to tell me. And if I'm passing such harsh judgments on her friends, not that they don't deserve it, but if I am doing that and I'm seeing that she's able to tell them something she's not able to share with me, I'm looking inward. I'm like, well, what is it about me? Because Serena's so scared to lose him that she says something that will make him leave. But it's like, if she thought that Dan would still love her, like, it's crazy to me that she's like, would rather him think that she cheated than like the truth, because she's so afraid of her not like being, and it's like, so, okay, so this isn't love and this isn't unconditional, because like, let me tell you, if I had her problem, Anthony would be the first person I told. And I know that man would not like stop loving me because I thought I killed somebody. Probably. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just think it wouldn't be.
Well, especially it's not, and I know Serena can't see it this way, but I do think there's part of her that knows, because she's telling people that like it wasn't, there's part of her that understands that it wasn't murder. Like she didn't lace the fucking line of coke. Like it wasn't, she didn't shoot someone in the face or stab someone. Like she. And also, if she had in that moment decided to be the one to take, like, to let's do a few lines and then I'll be fine, like, and she did the first one, it could have been her.
It would have been her. Yeah, exactly. So Dan says, I'm done, and he leaves, and he gets in the elevator, and immediately his phone rings,
timing.
And it's Sarah. And he's like, yeah, well, I found Serena, but I wish I hadn't. And she's like, well, why don't you come meet me in the park? I'm a pretty good listener. And you can just like, see the wheels turning in Dan's head.
Say it how she says it. Say it how she says it.
I'm a pretty good listener.
No, not quite. There's something so much worse about it. I can't do it, but.
I'm a pretty good listener.
No, it's not. It's so much more like soft. Like it's very childlike. It's gross to me.
I'm a pretty good listener. I can't do it. Sorry.
Kind of like that. But if you guys go back and listen, like I wrote a note about how she said it. It's like.
But you just see, it's like that is creepy. And then seeing Dan be like, yes. Like, it's like, yeah, it's horrible. So, okay. Lily is having second thoughts about the wedding choices. She says she's had 3 perfect weddings. She wants this one to be more perfect than perfect. And at this point, Queen Dorota calls Lily on Serena's phone.
Okay, how do you feel about this? I am glad Dorota, I understand where Dorota's coming from. But do you think you wait until you have a little bit more information until you call the mom?
I don't know, because I think that Dorota, her best interest is always with Blair. And I think that she sees the situation from a perspective of
it's taking Blair down.
Yeah. And Blair is getting in over her head. Blair is having to fix something. Something's not right here. And like Blair is going to keep trying to fix it as long as she can. And at a certain point, she's not going to be able to. And so, like, I'm going to do what Blair will not and call Lily. And so maybe I would wait for more information, but also it's like, I don't know how much more information you would need at this point. Like, I don't know. It's sweet. She says, Miss Serena's like the old days. I think you should have worry about your daughter, worry like before she went away. And Lily says she'll take care of it.
It's really sad.
So Lily goes to Serena's room.
She says that Bart's like, where are you going? And she's like, to go do something that I've done way too many times before. And she goes to Serena's room. She starts rooting through all her things. And she like basically immediately finds the hard drive.
Tape.
And she starts to
you'll
watch
remember
it.
We thought Serena hid pretty well.
But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, if I had a mom like her.
And if I had a mom like mine, I would just keep it on my person at all times.
If there was as Serena says later, a snuff film of me,
I would swallow that USB. It'd be inside my body, so
or in the sewage,
But even that is a little bit risky. I'm putting it underneath Vanessa's Vespa wheel and saying floor it.
It's already been hammered to smithereens.
100%. I don't have it anymore because it's either inside my it's in a million pieces and inside my body somehow. So Serena is currently freaking out to Blair and Chuck and Nate because she's like, I didn't cheat on Dan, but I would rather he think I cheated than know what I really did, because if he knew the truth, he'd never look at me again. And I'm just like, that is so crazy to me that it's like you would rather him think that you cheated on him because of this pedestal he has you on, where you're like, he thinks I'm so perfect, but you do think that he thinks you're capable of cheating on him?
It's very weird.
It's like clear in that moment that she's like, and I know I can see on his face that he'll believe this because he's already asking it. So like, I'll just say that. But it's like, that is going to hurt Dan more personally. I could see Dan going into hero mode if he thought you killed somebody. Well, first he'd really judge you. And then I could see him being like, let me in on this.
I think typically. But right now he's in one of his moods.
Yeah.
Where he's kind of
option.
That, and I also think he like feels like, and it comes back to Sarah. I think Sarah's made him feel like, oh wait, there's a world where I am good enough for Serena, and maybe even like Serena's not good enough for me.
Right. Totally. So we get this really iconic scene with them all with Serena and the lines that we have, because they're trying to convince her that they're not going to judge her because none of them are saints. And Blair says, I had sex with him in the back of a limo. And Chuck says, several times. And Nate says, I had sex with you at a wedding while I was her date.
One time.
Yeah. And then they all look at Chuck and he goes, I'm Chuck Bass. I can't even do it's, and knowing how Ed Westwick actually talks, it's like so funny to hear the voice he puts on for Chuck.
Forget that he's British.
I'm Chuck Bass. I know. So it's like a distinct choice, which is hilarious to me. And this is this great line from Blair. I just love her. She says, you can tell us anything. We don't judge. We're the non-judging breakfast club. We're your best friends. Anything you do is something we did too. And so Serena agrees to tell them, but it can never leave this room.
It's almost like this is what this friend group needed.
Yes.
Like, I know that
a crisis.
It's terrible. Like, what happened is awful, but it feels like it's putting things into perspective. And Blair saying that, I think, I don't remember
Blair
how things turn out,
you know what,
but
Serena,
it's like,
it is a good thing I like my friends canceled.
That motherfucker is dead.
That mother chucker. I know that's not what this is, but it's okay, Phoebe. Just stop. We find out that Chuck lost his virginity to Georgina in the 6th grade, which is crazy and hilarious.
And then he says I think Blair says you lost your virginity to Georgia in 7th grade.
To our mother?
No, I said Georgina, I think.
No, you said Georgia.
Anyway, to Georgina in 7th grade.
That's funny.
And Chuck goes 6th. Don't remind me.
I've been avoiding her ever since.
She's a psycho. She's a psycho bitch.
And I've been avoiding her ever since. The bitch is psycho.
He's very Jesse Pinkman.
You science, bitch! Okay, so she says something happened the night of the Shepherd wedding, and we're like, yeah, we know. She's like, and Georgina's blackmailing with
Blair is basically like, oh, this again.
Blair's like, Sorry,
you cheated on
Serena.
your boyfriend because of the shepherd wedding again?
Yeah. So we know that, and like I famously wasn't thrilled about it. So if that's all it is, like I don't know, go to therapy. Serena's like, so yeah, I had raucous sex with Nate on the bar at the shepherd wedding.
And then I stumbled out of the hotel a la
wearing his shirt.
in a steampunk version of Kate Hudson and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days in his tuxedo
Literally
in
I'm
my
like,
underwear.
Hey, Serena's like, and I felt so bad. I just got out of there. And I'm like, you felt so bad that you got out of there wearing Nate's button-down shirt, which is probably harder to put on than whatever you were wearing.
But she walks out of that building very similarly to how Kate Hudson walks out of the hotel in that scene when she's in the yellow dress.
Yeah.
It's the way that it looks is very similar. And she gets into this, she's like, taxi.
And she goes to the Eastview Hotel to meet Georgina, and Georgina had a surprise waiting. And so now we sort of get like this back and forth of Lily watching the tape and then Serena sort of telling the story where it leaves off. So we see it, and I feel like we didn't like see it last episode. We just heard it. But we see Georgina talking to the camera and setting it up.
You're
and
right.
She's like, we're going to have a genuine Serena van der Woodsen sex tape. And it's like, it's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. She sets up a camera and she's literally going to like,
and even the guy who we find out is like a decades old drug addict is like,
yeah,
dude, like, I don't know.
Like, is she going to be down with us? And Georgina's like, who cares?
She's not going to see it.
She can't be down with something she doesn't know about. No? Georgina's like, of course not.
That's why we're
still gonna do
hiding it. That's why we're hiding it.
I just thought it was a secret. Can you hear me? Hey, wake up. Do a line. Can you hear me? Look alive. Come on. It's a genuine Serena van der Woodsen sex tape. Serena walks in. Why do you already have a drink in your hand?
So you stopped at the hotel bar.
Literally, like,
put your card down. Put your card down.
Yeah.
Waited.
She said, charge it to the room. Charge it to the room. So Serena's like, I just can't have any fun because I just said something bad.
She says to the bartender who's asked for her ID, look, I don't know what I did to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio.
I don't know what I did to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio. Oh,
you're talking about
and Georgina
ID.
looks in the camera and says,
driver's
I am
license.
the devil, and
this is New York.
Forget it.
This is New York. You're talking about a driver's license? You ever seen someone here with a driver's license?
She says, this is my hand stamp.
Oh, you want some ID?
You know, I was just quoting Aquamarine, right?
Were you?
Yeah, when the mean girl tries to get in the fair and they're like, where's your hand stamp? And she goes, Cecilia, she goes, this is my hand stamp. So good. So Serena is like, I can't be any fun. She exhibits more remorse in this one moment about what she did than Amanda Batula has yet to exhibit. Just so we're clear, tying that back in there.
Right.
And then the guy's like, well, good news. I've got party favors, and brings out cocaine. And Serena goes away to throw up, and Georgina's like, don't worry, she'll still be down to fuck.
Things are about to get good.
It's a weird kink she has. She loves to hurl and then fuck. So we're good.
And hey, by the way, man who's about to stick your tongue down her throat, she's not going to brush her teeth.
No. But that's part of it. That's kind of part of it.
It's kind of
Georgina gets lost. I don't know where she goes, but the guy whose name is Pete is like pushing himself on Serena now, and it's very uncomfortable.
I think it's like a suite because the door remains open. So I think there's like a little like living. There must be like a seating area in the other room because she comes back through an open door, and I'm like, okay, Georgina, the camera's one thing, but leaving the full hotel room door open while they're fucking is a little bit,
I think it's a suite too, and I think Serena maybe got her drink in the suite. Like maybe they like have
like
bottles.
A wet bar.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she starts getting like overheated, takes her shirt off, and then she's like, all right, fine, let's just do it. And she starts making out with him. And at that point, Lily's like, I cannot watch anymore, shuts it because she thinks she knows what's happening next. But then we go back to Serena telling the story and we hear what happens next. So she's pushing him away and she's like, let's just do a couple lines first. And I am like, head exploding, you're 16 years old. Not let's casually do a couple lines first.
I kind of like, obviously I knew how things ended. I know Serena's story, but when Georgina initially got out the cocaine, I was thinking Serena was going to be like, whoa, like this is a different kind of night than I was.
Party girl Serena?
Anticipating.
No, I think she's all about it.
No, I know that, but I just mean like I think because of, and it's probably
shocking.
intentional, but it's just like the way that she's been painted now that we've seen her reform.
It definitely
Serena,
makes it clear, like,
she was a real party girl.
Old Serena was really
not just a drinker,
different.
which I think is kind of, it might have been a bit of a twist for people initially watching the show.
Yes. I think it was normal for her to end up in this kind of a situation, for sure. So, Serena tells him to do a line first, and he does, and he like immediately starts having a reaction to the coke. Oh, I mean, I am in this moment. If I were, I would feel the exact same way Serena felt. I don't think
because
I would
she
do
literally
what she did,
says,
feel
let's do another line. You first.
You go first. And then like she says to her mom later, I handed him the line that killed him. So it's like they weren't her drugs. He was already a struggling addict. He was probably, his heart was probably so fucked up from all the years of coke that like whatever the next line he did was probably going to do it. However, she is the one.
But also, it's a good lesson, everybody.
Just don't hand anyone drugs.
Well, hey, number one, also just like don't do cocaine, but also,
don't do,
And this was before fentanyl was really being spoken about. I feel like, but like that is the tip of a pencil. The grain of fentanyl that can fit on the tip of a pencil is enough to kill you. So it's just like, don't risk it.
No, don't.
Cocaine, whatever high you're gonna get from a line of cocaine, is not worth it.
And also, famously, cocaine is one of the quicker ones. So like, it's really not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and also, I remember they used to always be like, one snort, one line can kill you. Like, you can have nothing wrong with you. And even if it is pure, it can kill you because it goes like straight to your brain, I think.
Well, also, like, and no one, a lot of the times, if it's the first time you've done it, like you don't know how your body reacts to it.
Idea, yeah, and like how it's gonna react to the other things that you've been doing, like whatever. But it's like that used to be like the big scary thing to me is like if you do it one time, it'll kill you. But it's like
now it's like
there's so much more to be scared of now. Like it's not even like
it's really scary. But what's so sorry, not to keep bringing up Summer House, but I do think it's interesting, the theory that the reason Kyle is always so much more obviously drunk than the other guys in the house is because he's not doing coke, because coke will still
totally agree.
And then it's like, well, is that habit feeding a certain relationship that's happening in the house?
I've seen that discourse online. We'll find out. I hope not. I hope that's not.
No. I know.
I know. You're saying I hope it comes out.
We find out.
I really hope that's not the truth. I just like, especially in the year 2026, I'm just like, at your big age and this big year, you're still doing cocaine.
There's just like at that point, just get drunk. Like just get drunk.
Just drink a Four Loko, babe. Like
you don't need to be snorting
crazy.
Shit.
No, it's
directly into your bloodstream.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
and like there have been times where I've been on Broadway, and you'll see these like fucking bachelor parties passing around shit, and not even just within their group.
Yeah,
like it's like to strangers.
It's crazy.
I don't understand it,
and it's just not like it's not worth. It's never been safe ever, and it's always been like a horrifically deadly thing you can do. But now it's like the odds of this killing you are so much higher, and like you just do not fucking know. Like most shit is cut with fentanyl. Like you just need to know that. Like, and if you are, and like harm reduction is real. If you are going to do drugs, like I can't stop you. I don't think you should, but if you are going to do drugs, you need to test your drugs. You have to. It's not optional because that can mean the difference between you literally like dying on the spot and like potentially having imagine the moment when you test your drugs and you see that they do have fentanyl in them and you realize you almost did it. I feel like that would be an experience that would sober you up. And maybe there's a moment when you're testing your drugs that you're like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, if it's, but like, anyway, okay. So
this guy did not test his drugs.
He did not test his drugs.
He does a line.
So look what happened to him.
He immediately has this in Serena. And this is where a moment where I'm like, obviously I understand why Lily stopped watching the tape.
Yeah.
But if she had, I think she would have seen number one. And another thing that I have a tough time with Lily is like, you see the beginning of the tape and what Georgina is doing.
Mm-hmm. And you're
it's
mad
just
at
like,
Serena.
yeah, like immediately it's like, Serena,
feel like
you're the
part of
party girl,
her-
you're the bad girl. Like, I get it, but clearly, and it's not that obviously there was something about Serena that made Georgina believe she was capable of whatever was going to happen. But it was enabling behavior, and if she had watched through the whole rest of the film, I think she would have seen a daughter that I think she, in, relatively to the situation,
Yeah.
could be proud of and be like, she wanted to do the right thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think that a lot of Lily's frustration is also coming from like, it's my fucking wedding weekend and
Yeah,
like
that's true.
this shit again, and so it's just like she should have kept watching, but I wonder if like what you know about Serena, like she probably just really did, and she's like, I don't fucking have time for this bullshit. I'm just pissed, and so it's like that's it. But Georgina comes in the room. Serena's freaking out. She tries calling 911 on the hotel phone, and Georgina makes her hang up because she's like, there are drugs everywhere. Clear the room of your stuff. Let's go. So Serena calls 911 on the guy's phone. I mean, he's literally foaming at the mouth, and they just like leave the phone on the call and leave. And then we find out that Serena, not her brightest move, but okay, waited outside the hotel to see what happens because she thought that she was gonna like see him getting help and end up being okay. And instead, she literally sees this man get carried out of the hotel in a body bag, which is so insane. And so she's like, at that point, we're back into the present moment. She's telling this to her friends. She's like, I had to leave. I just got on a train heading north. I got a room. I convinced my mom boarding school was a good idea. And Blair's like, aha, now
You never said goodbye.
I understand why you never said bye.
I get it. Yeah.
And so now we find out that Georgina's back and she's not happy with Serena. And Serena explains the whole Sarah thing, and she explains that Georgina has the tape. And she's like, you guys cannot find her because if you find her, she will show that tape to Dan. So just like, don't fucking mess with her.
Is there any part of you, if you're Serena, that is like, well, I've just told at least 3 of the people that I care the most about this thing, and they still love me. And I don't even mean in terms of like Dan's opinion of anything. Like, it's not even about that. I mean, do you feel safer at all in going up against Georgina in terms of like, if all 4 of us go find her and confront her about this lie that she's telling? It's like, and if you're Dan's girlfriend and you love him, isn't there part of you that's like, well, if me and my 3 best friends go up against this girl that he just met, and we all have the same story about her being Georgina Sparks.
Well, but what her fear is that Georgina will turn around and just show him the video.
I know, that's true.
So it's like, it doesn't even matter. But I do think that what it does go to show is that like, your relationship with Dan is not as deep or serious as you thought. It is still very new. It's still very fragile, and that's okay. You guys are acting like you're soulmates, but you don't know that yet. You don't even really know each other. And the fact that you don't know if like this would be a deal breaker, or like, especially because you didn't really like, I don't know. So we go to Lily's rehearsal dinner, and Blair and Serena and Chuck walk in.
And Lily sees Serena, and it is like our mom.
Oh my God.
I was like, I can feel this.
I know. I've been in your shoe. I've been in your Louboutins, girl. But I am like, really here? We're doing this here? We are doing it in the middle of the rehearsal dinner. Lights are up, like,
and then you yell at Blair later when she brings it up.
And then like, no, the whole scene happening in there is crazy. I'm like, you don't think people are snapping pictures every which way in here right now? I don't know. So Lily is like, what the fuck happened? Why didn't you come home last night? I was looking for you. And then why did I get a call informing me that you're on drugs? And Serena's like, I'm like, Jordan didn't say that.
Okay, this is my question.
You're putting words into Rhoda's mouth.
Thank you. Do you think she thinks that video, how recent do you think she thinks that video is? Oh, I guess it said the thing about the shepherd wedding, so couldn't she put the pieces together? This was before she went away. So in my brain, I'm not immediately going to Serena's been like going behind your back and like snorting lines of coke.
I think it's maybe this paired with the way she's currently acting, that it's like, I'm seeing this video of like how bad it was, and like maybe you have this sex tape, I don't know. And now I'm hearing that you're acting like this again. So it's like, I'm seeing it for myself because your boyfriend's coming to my house. It's my wedding weekend. Like, all these things are happening. I'm getting a call about you. So this video is more like evidence that I need to be worried and that like I can't get back to this point. And someone just told me that it's like the old Serena and this is the old Serena. And so that's, you know what I mean? Like, because I think like Serena is acting weird and like she has been MIA and it is her mom's wedding week. And so it would make sense for her to see that video and be like, oh, now I'm reminded of like the parts of my daughter that I didn't know. And last time I didn't know about it, something really bad happened. So maybe I just need to like stop this here. And I don't know.
Something really
Serena's
bad happened, and now it's like I'm seeing actually how like because this is another level of how bad things got.
Right.
Before this, it was like she's acting out. You know, now it's like, oh,
this is serious. Yeah,
someone like died. Well, I guess she hasn't even seen that though.
Yeah,
that's true.
I think it's just though that like seeing the way Serena was acting and then paired with like, you know. So Serena's like, or Lily admits that she watched part of the video, but she says she only watched part of it. And Serena's like, no, it was a joke. And Lily is just like so disgusted with Serena. She goes, I always knew you had a wild side, but how can you look at yourself? I'm going to send you to reformatory school. I don't know what other option I have. And then she walks away and Blair immediately comes over, hugs Serena, and Serena just breaks down crying in Blair's arms and like, go to the bathroom.
No,
don't be doing this here.
This is in the rehearsal dinner.
You're both wearing a lot of eyeliner. Go to the bathroom.
Caroline, imagine me at your rehearsal dinner.
No, if I saw this happening out of the corner of my...
Me next week.
I would be like, actually throw her out. Throw her on the street. Throw her out the window. Don't wait for the elevator. Get her out of here. Get her out of here. I cannot have TMZ picking this up. Oh my God, you're crying? You're making it about you? You're acting sad and unhappy so we can have my life, twin? Twin, this is wrong. Even for you. This is low even for you, twin.
Twin is a hit.
We're at Rufus's show. We kind of already relived the scene for you in the beginning. Vanessa is tuning guitars that she was born to do.
She walks over. She's giving. When I'm up here, I'm like, when I walk in with my tuned guitar, I'm like.
She's like, and I'm, she's like, and I'm dressed discreet because I'm backstage tonight. And they're like, what about the hot pink docs? And she's like, oh, well, these are just my shoes. So
only have one pair.
My shoes. I only have one pair. Sustainability. And these will last forever.
Forever.
She literally, she's like, picks up a guitar, like spins it around, like plays it with her tongue. She's like, never taken a lesson. She's like finger picking, like some crazy
self-taught.
song.
No.
She's like, is this Blackbird?
Self-taught.
I think I can. Yeah. No, I'm not playing tonight. Do I look like I'm from the 90s? Give me a break. So Dan walks in with Georgina.
She hands the guitar. Tuned to F sharp minor, just like you asked.
She's like, and capo's in the Gibson case.
And hey, Liz Lemon, you're up next.
Not Liz Lemon.
I know, I can't think of her name right now, but Tina Fey's on the brain.
Lisa Loeb. Hey, Liz Lemon. It's Tina Fey, for some reason, is opening the Forgotten Bands of the 90s event for Rolling Stone. And we're like, okay. We're like, actually cool. It's Lisa Loeb. You say I only hear what I want to, which is such a good one.
It is. I just have to look something up really quick.
Okay.
You keep talking.
Okay, I will. So Dan walks in with Georgina, bold. And Rufus is like, so where's Serena? In front of Sarah, and Georgina goes, I'll take good care of him, and rubs Dan's arm in front of Rufus, and Rufus is like, great. Rufus like gives the nod of approval. I'm like, hey, Rufus, eyes up. Looking.
Mm-hmm.
That's not his girl. That's not your son's girl, and you didn't raise him to be a cheater.
Yeah, it's
who's a cheater now? Rufus, you don't know enough about the situation to be like approving of this arm touch, of this intimate arm touch, by the way.
Sorry, Sarah,
then,
like grosses me out.
No, I know. No, she grosses me out too. For some reason when Georgina morphs into Sarah, it's giving like horse girl.
Yes.
You know? Yeah, from Portland. So someone sees Georgina. It's like, Georgina!
Lethal combo.
Horse girl from Portland? Oh, sheesh. Georgina pretends she doesn't know her, but it's like, hey, girl.
And this is where I'm like, hey, Dan, you're not quite as smart as I thought you were.
Well, it's because Dan knows, and he's playing dumb, as we established. Dan, you are so sinister. This whole episode for you, you sicken me. I can't believe I fully, like, I'm entering this rewatch of this show believing that
fully
the
anti-Dan.
and I'm like, this guy is sick.
But let's just say for a
you
second
guys are rooting for them. He's sick.
let's just say for a second that's not the reality we're living in right now.
It's giving Ezra.
Do you think if you're Dan, like I think I'm like weird the whole night. Like I'm definitely not kissing
I'm
Sarah
off.
at the end
I
of
think
the
I'm
night.
a little off.
I'm not.
I'm a little
I'm
heartbroken,
not,
probably.
Even with the explanation that she gives at the end of the night for why everybody's calling her Georgina, I'm not kissing her at the end of the night.
No, well, of course not. It's giving also because no, it's giving Sarah. If this was in the time of Instagram, Sarah's taking a selfie with Dan at the concert and they're having an amazing time, and she posted, and Serena sees it, and she's like, you know what? Fuck this guy. Are you kidding me? Like, he's not even a little bit torn up. I guess I'm not on the pedestal I thought I was. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I just mean, aren't you? I think if I have been getting to know someone for a couple weeks, and then suddenly I find out that their name is not like their whole story
well, in this
changes.
moment, he hasn't found out yet.
I'm just saying in the grand scheme of things, as the night goes on, you're hearing a couple people shout out Georgina, then you hear that her name is actually Georgina, and then she gives you this story at the end of the night. If I'm Dan, I'm not ending up on the stoop of a brownstone making out.
Tongue down her throat, about to have raw dog sex. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So we go back to the rehearsal dinner, and Blair, best friend Blair, pulls Lily aside and says, "Don't send her away." And Lily goes, "Blair, it's not polite to interrupt." And Blair says, "I don't care who hears. Don't send her away."
It's giving it's giving Serena with Eric.
It is, but this is better. Serena let it happen, and then
no, but I just mean there were times like they would be like at the first episode. Serena marches into that party and she says, "Where's Eric?"
You're right.
I don't care who hears. Where is he? You said he was going to be here, and then she's still like, "Oh, he's in Florida."
Mm-hmm.
And Serena's like, "No, stop it."
So Lily's like, "Well, it's really not your business."
Hey guys,
what I do
did you guys just hear that absolute music to my ears?
I said it. I said you're right. Moving on though, because it is almost 2 a.m. where I am, and you are going to have to be up late too. So Lily says, "It's not your business what I do with my daughter. If anything, you're one of the reasons I'm having to take such strong actions." If I'm Blair, I'm like, hold on, Lil. No, I'm not.
That
Girl,
was
you
too
got
much.
it twisted. That's
too
crazy.
much.
And Blair is basically like, listen, your daughter's in a lot of pain, and the pain's not going to go away if she does. And she has a secret. It's catching up with her. And we have this great line. She says, "I'm out of my league here. I can't do any more than I've done, and it's not enough. She needs you."
It's the lesson that I think Lily needed to hear also, because Blair says, again, it's very similar to the Eric situation. You can't just keep sending these kids away.
Right.
And expecting them to come back fixed. And that's what this should be a wake-up call for. Lily, this behavior, it's like you sending Serena away the first time didn't fix the underlying issues, because now
Serena sent herself away, I guess.
She's still but she's coming back and she's still using the drinking as the coping mechanism.
Yeah. Well, and I think this whole season is like honestly a big evolution of motherhood for Lily. Like she has a lot of moments where she has to sort of like reconcile with like, maybe I'm not pulling it off as much as I wish I was, and maybe there's like strength in admitting that and just like trying to course correct and be better. And like it's honestly it's great for a mother. Like it's a good moment.
So outside we have man of the people Nate Archibald calling Vanessa and saying, "Hey Ness,
I'm gonna be a little late.
Nessa, Nessa,
I got something to confess. I'm taking the subway.
Literally,
Queens to see you tonight.
Literally.
He's taking the freaking subway. He's like, I'm taking the train. She's like, the subway.
She is like, I am so fucking turned on right now.
She's like, oh my God, don't wash your hands. Don't wash your hands. Don't you dare wash your hands.
I love the smell of my city.
Yeah, exactly. I love the smell of the metal. So Vanessa's like, okay, your name's on the list. If you don't see me, just look for Dan and Sarah. And Nate's like, whoa, Sarah? Okay. And I'm like, hey, hey, Nate, Serena just told you
Play it cool. Play it cool. Play it cool, buddy.
Just told you not
because,
to.
Hey,
at least
Nate,
get there first.
Nate, if you had played it cool,
we'd have her in our grasp.
100%.
And because the thing is, you can't expect Vanessa to play it cool. She's not gonna.
And this is the thing about good guy Nate and good guys everywhere.
Sees the good in other people. You're wrong.
do need the dual player that is Blair to be like, Nate, you're too much of a good guy to handle this on your own.
Yes,
so you should have just
100%.
said, "Oh, Sarah's there," and let it be.
I can't
And then
wait to meet her.
immediately
Click.
texted Blair.
Immediately texted Blair and fucking get there. And like that's what it should have been because and then
play dumb. Because Nate, you also have the great ability. Like there's something about him where he can play the double agent. You would be able to convince Georgina that you'll be cool and be like playing along with her game.
I don't know about that.
I think she thinks he's dumb.
But he knows her.
I know, but I think if he was willing to play along,
what a risk it would be to have Nate Archibald have your fate in Nate Archibald's hands. His ability to lie,
you know what I mean.
along.
Like I think there's a world where she's able, in her brain, she can she feels like she could use Nate somehow.
Maybe. So he's like, okay, listen, that's not her name. Her name's Georgina, and Serena just told us a really messed up story, and so just don't trust anything she says, and I'm on my way. And then we're at the rehearsal dinner, and Chuck gives Lily a paper. It's the address that she's asked for.
Also, hey, Vanessa, you should be keeping... Nate tells you that. You keep Georgina in your fucking... Keep her in your sight, my guy.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't trust Vanessa to be cool.
No,
so, like,
definitely
you
not.
have to be cool. You can't, like, put that on her. So Blair then gets a call from Nate, and he's like, he goes, I'm on my way to Queens. And she says, gross? And he goes, yeah, it's to meet Vanessa. She goes, it got grosser. And he's like, we've been hanging out. Not that I owe you an explanation. It's giving that John Mulaney sketch where they're like, the listing agent and the selling agent hate each other in real estate. And they're like, hi, Jan. Hi, Todd. When they walk in, it's like that's what it's giving. And Nate's
love
like,
it or list it. Love it or list it, people.
Yes. Nate's like, Georgina is there with Dan, and Blair's like, stay where you fucking are. I'm on the way. And Lily's on the way somewhere too. She tells Bart, I got a jet. Again, it's giving Freaky Friday. She says, I have to handle something with Serena. And he says, it's our rehearsal dinner, and you're the bride. And she says, but I'm also a mother, and that's more important. Finally.
And so then we have
Chuck
to go
comes
back.
up behind her, puts her coat on her. I'm like, I just noticed.
I love him. Unfortunately,
I just do.
And so we're in the car with Serena and Lily.
Blair sees Chuck. She goes up to Chuck, and she's got this like classic evil Blair smirk. And she goes, what if I told you I know where Georgina Sparks is right now? And he says,
yeah, say it.
I'd say let's get the bitch. Spotted. Blair and Chuck reunited to defend Serena's honor. With friends like these, who needs armies? So true. It's true.
That's Caroline. Like that's Caroline and Kelly posting. That picture was.
What picture?
You thought you'd seen The Last of Us.
So fun, quick little anecdote, but we don't really have time, so I'm going to make it so fast, is that Kelly and I had a friendship falling out in college.
Well, they know that. Everyone knows that.
For a year, because she lied to me about our BF. And then when I found out that she lied about it, by the way, I've been asking her every day. When I found out, I texted her and I was like, oh my God. And then her boyfriend texted me and was like, I'm shocked at how awful of a person you can actually be. Like, I can't believe you have this much hate in your heart. Like,
okay, Kelly, I know we've been shit talking Amanda Batula, and this isn't exactly the same situation, but it's giving Amanda Batula posting the screenshot of Sierra Miller text me back. And then what I would imagine West being like, actually, Sierra, like, we're in love.
No, literally.
Me and you
like,
were never even fucking together.
Like, you call her your best friend, you're making her cry like this. Yeah, that's what he said to me. He was like, you say that's your best friend. She's crying in a bathroom stall right now. I'm like, she's crying because she got caught. I didn't tell the lie. Like, dude, hello. She's ashamed of you. Just kidding. But anyway, so then Kelly and I didn't speak for a year. And when we did speak, we hung out and we were like, wait, let's take a selfie and put it on Facebook and write, you thought you'd seen The Last of Us. And, you know, because it was sort of like American Horror Story. And then we did it. And it broke the internet. I'd say.
Mount Lebanon was never the same. Mount Lebanon was never the same.
No, never. I had to include that. Okay, so now Lily and
suddenly world leaders were like, wait,
maybe peace is possible. You know what? Let's get the UN on the phone.
So Serena and Lily are in the car, and Lily has taken Serena to Pete's house.
This is crazy, by the way. If I'm getting in the car with Mom and I don't know where we're going, and it's like, by the way, we're at the... What?
Not Pete Buttigieg.
This is crazy because it's like, if I'm getting in the car with Mom and I don't know where we're going, don't take me to the guy who I killed. Don't take me to his parents' house without warning me.
Guys, like, if my mom did this to Caroline,
but this is what she would do.
Caroline's ending up in a straitjacket.
And then I'd be in jail. Like, Mom would be like, and on the way to jail, we have one stop.
Which, by the way, I did thoroughly enjoy Caroline and Amber's world building of what would happen if they were on the set of the Summer House reunion.
Yes, well, it would have ended with us both in jail and then Phoebe not picking up the phone.
Allegedly.
She wouldn't. Okay, so Lily's like, okay, this is his parents' house. They're expecting you. And I realize we're going to get these great life lessons from Lily throughout the show. And this is one of them. I'm just going to read it verbatim. She says, if I've learned anything in life, it's that sometimes things get in your path and you have a choice. You can either smash right into them or you can adjust and move around, but you have to do one or the other to move forward. And Serena's like, how can I do this? And then Lily says, because I'm going to be right by your side.
It was really sweet.
Because for a second, I did think Lily was sending her in there.
Yeah, and also, I wonder if Lily had some sense of how it was going to go beforehand. Because even if...
she must have talked to them.
Even if you're mad...
expecting Serena.
Even if you're mad at your kid, it's still your kid. If you think there's even a chance that those parents react in a super volatile way, are you risking sending them in there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If it's our mom, yes.
But I don't... Lily is so concerned with image in this kind of world that
but not right now. Right now, she's being a mother, you know? And this is the right thing to do for her daughter. And she knows it's going to make... I think
what I'm saying is...
I know what you're saying, but I'm answering your question at the beginning. Yes, I think she knows it's going to go okay. I think that she talked to them and was like...
But if she didn't, do you think she would do it?
I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. We go back to the show. Lisa Loeb is the host for the evening. So she's addressing the audience, and then Georgina sees Vanessa, and Vanessa's like, do you have something you want to say to me? You ruined everything, Vanessa. You ruined everything! Oh, just like that. It's like you're fucking Thanos snapping. What the hell was that? This is the worst game of fucking telephone I've ever seen. It's giving dominoes of fucking idiots. Morons. It's if I played dominoes with a line of morons. It is. I'm like, Nate, you fucked up. And then Vanessa, you fucked up. And then now in a second, someone else is going to fuck up. And I'm just like, you guys, get real. Oh my God. Anyway, you're too lost in the music. Come on, back to earth. So Georgina's like, no, I don't have anything to say to you. And Vanessa's like, really, Georgina? Keep a secret. Like, the guy you freaking want a bone just told you not to do that.
Vanessa,
you think you're having raw dog sex? You think you're getting lucky?
Two things. One, Vanessa thinks she is so smart that she can outsmart the situation. She's like, I know,
I'll just handle it.
I know stupid old Nate told me not to say anything.
Yeah. She's like, I know when Nate gets here, he's going to be relieved that I just took care of this. Like, oh my God.
But
so
also,
the Sarah mask,
Vanessa,
we watch it melt off Georgina's face.
I never want to see Vanessa play a game of poker.
It's giving
she gets
Hallie
her cards
in the Parent Trap is what she's doing.
She gets her cards. She's like, yes. Okay.
She's like, I mean, your move. She's like, wait, what did you put down? Good luck. Anyway, she's like, wait, I thought a poker face was I was supposed to give it all away. I was supposed to tell you what my poker card said. Poker face? Hello? So we watched the Sarah mask like fall off of Georgina, and she's like, what? And Vanessa says, yeah,
sorry,
my friend.
Michelle Trachtenberg is exceptional.
Brilliant. I know.
This role.
She's like, I am about to hear a story from Serena about you unless you want to tell me first. And Georgina doubles down. She's like, don't know what you're talking about.
Pick me as fuck, by the way, Vanessa. Look, I'm about to hear a story from this pick me bitch who I can't fucking stand. And you have a chance. You have a chance
she keeps
to freaking win me over.
Because she goes, look, Dan and I hate liars. Okay? More than anything else, we hate liars. Don't be one. How about that? And Georgina's like, you know what? I can't help it. And she walks right past her. And then Dan walks up and is like, where's Sarah going? And Vanessa goes, I don't know who that is. Apparently her name's Georgina. And then this is when Rufus can't find the fucking set list. And she tells the guy, it's taped inside the Gibson case. And then she's like, just don't touch anything. I'll get it. Oh my God. Men. Lisa, am I right? Men. So she goes out of there,
like, and she tells Dan, I know we're an hour and a half in, but you do need the video. You've probably already listened to this whole episode, but it is worth going back and actually re-listening to the whole thing for the video.
Say there's physical comedy in this up. I would say this up is absolutely riddled with physical comedy. So Vanessa's like, Dan, don't move a muscle. Stay. And she goes and leaves, and then Dan's immediately like, walks away. And I'm like, oh my God.
And then when she's elbow deep in the Gibson case, she says, oh my God, I forgot a shot caller. He is definitely out of my sight.
He's not right behind me anymore. Don't tell me. He's gone, isn't he? God, my shot caller's out of battery. God damn it. Fuck. So Dan goes, and I'm like, hey, Georgina, this is bold.
Jenny's all the way in fucking Hudson. Normally it's her job.
It's Jenny's shot collar is going off. She's like, what is Dan doing? I told him I'd borrow it for the night. So Dan immediately moves when he's told not to, and he finds Georgina crying in the corner, like right in the entrance where everyone's walking in.
We've all known a girl like this. This is giving like all the classes have to go to daytimes, but there's that one girl who has to make daytimes
who's
about her.
Who's blocking the auditorium entrance because she's in the fetal position crying, and don't ask me why. And don't ask about it. And her friends are like, it's private. You can just use the other entrance. It's private. God, can we just get some privacy in here? Like, please, Miss
One of the girls in the class walking by is like, hey, I'm actually friends with her, and I know what's going on. So
wait, I can come in. Can I sit
with her?
Guys, I'll catch up with you. I gotta handle this. So, I am just like, also, Vanessa just told you that someone is on their way here to tell them a story about Serena, and
she's bold
like,
as
get out of Dodge,
and
girl.
It goes to show how stupid she thinks Dan is.
And how sociopathic she is.
But yeah.
By the way, I've been loving the word sociopathy.
But I also think even if she's a sociopath, she also
GHT sociopathy.
She also has to trust that he is like, we know she's a sociopath, and this is sociopathic what she's doing, but she also has to think he's fucking dumb as rocks.
Well, and then there's a world where she says, game recognize game, real recognize real.
This is Gossip Girl in front of me.
We both know that we're living in lies.
That's their dirty talk when they have sex later tonight.
Literally. He calls her Georgina by accident. She's like, what'd you just say? He's like, come on.
You can call me Gossip Girl. I can call you
Georgina, together with the 3 Gs. So Lily and Serena are now leaving. They had the meeting. It went well, but she feels terrible. And Lily's like, listen, his parents said that he was an addict for 10 years. They couldn't get him to stop. You, a 16-year-old girl, certainly were not going to be able to help him stop. They don't hold you responsible.
She reminds Serena that it's not like Serena bought the drugs and brought them.
Yeah, she's like, they were his drugs. If you hadn't given them to, like, he still would have taken them. Those were going to end up in his bloodstream one way or another. And so Serena's like, well, I still feel horrible. And Lily's like, well, that's because you are a good person who since that night has been living her life with care and compassion and respect for yourself and for others. And I'm sorry I doubted you. Is this not music to every daughter's ears?
I know. Well, also she says, contrary to what I said earlier tonight, you are a good person.
She walks it back, and it's like, it's a similar moment to when Georgina outed Eric, and she's like, I didn't act right earlier, and I'm sorry.
Say what you want about Lily, but she's very willing to come out and say what she did wrong.
Yeah, she takes accountability, and that's like a very difficult thing to do for anybody, but I think especially like a parent in this situation who is constantly told that she's not a great parent and constantly like does make mistakes, and she has this pressure to be perfect, and like she's okay with the fact that it's her first time on earth too.
Exactly. So
And so we have this mother-daughter accountability moment, and then Serena's like, well,
Serena has
one
her
more
Dakota Johnson moment, and the taxi driver is like, where do you want to go? And she's like,
Dan's
home.
she just says, yeah.
I want
Can
to
you
go
take
home.
me home? But she's like, Mom, there's something else I have to do. Can you help me? And I am like, bold of you to ask your mom. You just took her away from the rehearsal dinner, and now you want her to go see her ex. But okay, Messy.
And freaking Queens.
Okay, Queens. So we see Georgina
They're
and
going
Dan
to
talking.
Queens.
Oh, we're going to Queens. 2 queens going to Queens. Georgina tells Dan, she's like, okay, yeah, it's true. My name is Georgina. And he's not mad.
Insane.
I'm like, okay, but you're so mad at Serena. Okay. I guess, I don't know. And he's like, well, why'd you lie? And so we watch her like take a breath for a second. And in that 3 Mississippis, she comes up with a
Not
full
even
fucking story.
I mean, it's a millisecond. It's barely any time at all.
It's crazy, but you do see like those inner mechanisms working, which I just love.
Again, the
Michelle
acting
Trachtenberg.
is like,
It's great. She was the perfect Georgina too, and I feel like no one expected this from her too, because she does have like a good girl face. Like,
well, and that's why she was able to do
like,
the Sarah.
Sarah of it all is believable, you know.
Well, also we knew her from
She's
Ice Princess,
an
like she's
Eddie
playing that
Haskell.
like. But we know her from Ice Princess, and we know her from those kind of like. Was she
Harriet the
in
Spy?
Harriet the Harriet the Spy?
She was Harriet the Spy.
Okay, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember if it was her.
The
Kay Panabaker.
titular role.
Was it? No, but I couldn't remember if it was her or Kay Panabaker.
No, I know. I'm quoting Lady Bird.
Was Kay Panabaker ever Harriet the Spy?
No, but you know in Lady Bird when they're doing,
Well, of
when they're doing the
course,
Tempest.
Caroline, of course.
She goes, I'm just the Tempest. It's the titular role.
Beanie Feldstein will always be famous.
So good.
You guys laying on your backs with your legs up, eating communion in the back of the rectory. So good.
I mean, I'm sorry. Have you ever felt more seen? That movie is so
me personally
fucking
no.
good. I mean, yeah,
So
I know
good.
you.
I
bought
actually
Phoebe a whole thing of them.
I should rewatch that soon.
Let's watch it when you're here in the house.
We've got a lot to do while I'm home. You got to plan it out.
Hey, I've got a lot to do because I just moved. Phoebe's like, I'm so overwhelmed this week. I'm like,
no, I just mean overwhelmed in a way of like my trip home is sneaking up on me, and everybody's birthday is this week, and every event on earth is this week.
Well, pull out those boundaries you love so much and use them.
Okay. Whoa, too much.
Why? I'm really referencing that. Okay. Sorry.
What? Referencing what?
I wasn't referencing the conversation we had the other day. I was just talking about when you first started like exploring boundaries, and we were all like, can you, like, it's annoying. And okay, whatever. Okay. Whatever. I don't care. I want to get over with this, and you're mad at me, so that's perfect.
I'm not mad at
Georgina's
you.
story is that her ex-boyfriend wasn't happy when they broke up. Things got out of control, and he started like trashing her shit, like her car and her room, and she got scared.
Is she still saying she's from Portland? Like, is she's
I don't know.
holding on to that, right?
Yes. Yeah, because she's like, I got scared. I changed all my numbers and moved in with a friend. He still found me. It's my mom's idea was to change my name and move out of town. So yeah, and I hate being away from my family, but it's better than getting hurt. And she apologizes for not telling him. She's like, I just didn't want you to think any less of me because honestly, from the moment I met you, I've been falling for you. And she goes, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. And Dan's like, no, I fucking love it. Let's go someplace I can hear you better. And she's like, your dad's playing. He's like, who? He's like, I already forgot again.
Oh, that washed up rock star?
That guy? Yeah, I've heard this song. Let's go. And so they leave hand in hand.
No, that was
mind.
crazy. That was crazy.
And he initiates it, blows my mind. Who's a dirty cheater now. And then Georgina, as she's walking, the camera sticks on her face and she gets her signature eyebrow raise. I can only do an eyebrow raise like the guy from Lazy Town. I can't do and also like the cartoon Cruella de Vil. I can't just do it it's just dramatic when I do it, and I can only do one eye.
It is, guys. If you picture Cruella de Vil, which I just watched that movie again.
If she doesn't
Cruella.
scare you, no evil thing will. To see her is to get a sudden chill.
If you guys haven't seen Cruella with Emma Stone, of course, and Emma Thompson,
stop listening to my podcast
and start watching that, because I just rewatched it and it holds up. I don't believe it to be a kids movie though.
Well, of course not. I agree with you there. But as the prophets Matt and Bowen said, it is a perfect movie. So and
it is just Devil Wears Prada.
Which, by the way, I'm seeing
coming
Friday. I'm so fucking pumped.
I know. I need to find my time to see it.
All right. So they leave. And then
we have the Spider-Man meme. We have the Spider-Man meme coming up because, well, Lincoln Hawk is playing now, but we have the Spider-Man meme.
Every time you walk away or run away, you take a piece of me with your gal. And that's pretty good. The girl kills me. Yeah.
I mean, he is literally doing Ryan Gosling's, and Ryan Gosling's Matchbox 20 is what Rufus sings like naturally.
It's crazy. Every time you walk away and run away, you take a piece of me with you, girl. Nate and Blair and Chuck walk in and they're like, ow, 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 ow. First of all, that guitar is out of tune. And it's like, say it's my face.
Who tuned that thing? We find out Blair's like,
give it to me.
Blair's
hang
like,
on,
actually,
Blair she takes over as she's playing. She's like, hang on, I'll keep it going. Just keep singing.
She's a devoted guitar player. She's been taking lessons forever. She can like shred.
Her mama's had her ends so she could hold a guitar. She's like, I don't like telling anybody. I don't want them to think I'm a fucking rock. I do not want to end up in a venue like this.
She's like the kid in School of Rock who only plays classical. She only plays
literally. Exactly. Cello, bass. Anyway, so Vanessa immediately being a bitch.
The fine line between Caroline Connell and Jack Black is like his paper.
It's getting thinner every day. And that Venn diagram is getting more like a circle. So Vanessa goes, wow, Nate, some date we've got here. You even brought your friends, the one I can't stand. Chill.
Vanessa.
How about that? Chill. We have bigger fish to fry, V.
I invented chill.
So Blair's like, where's Georgie? And Vanessa goes, I don't know. Wrong answer. You were giving orders.
Blair is going to find Georgie like Pennywise found Georgie.
Hiya, Georgie. When she sees her in Central Park to say, you're going to Jesus camp. Hiya, Georgie. Haven't you heard? I'm the crazy bitch around here.
Top 10 lines Pennywise should have said.
By the way, I threw away my Pennywise costume in the move.
Hey guys, another reason you need video, because the way that my face just fell. Are you joking?
Yeah. No, I didn't. I'll tell you why. It's because I found it in the basement and I just was like, I don't know.
So that's not a reason.
And I also was like, what if I put it on and it doesn't fit me? What if I'm swimming in it? I don't want to feel bad about my body, so I threw it away. I should have this would have been epic if I left it in the attic for the next tenant to find. That's the only thing in the attic.
You fucking botched it.
And I have it laid out on the ground.
You botched it. And you've actually left a Ring camera there. It's a Saw movie.
Pissed. I'm freaking pissed.
You buy a new one. It gets here Amazon Prime overnight.
Excuse me. I have to go. I need to overnight a film grade Pennywise costume for delivery tomorrow.
That's
3-hour delivery.
That's why I can't believe she threw it away, guys. Because it was movie grade.
I know, but I bought it so long ago. I got my use out of it. Okay, I'll make an in memoriam post.
When did you even wear it?
I think you know when I wore it.
Other than then.
I would say you know when I wore it. Yeah.
Other than that video that traumatized our fucking elderly dog.
Okay, well, don't be ageist. He could handle it. When did I wear it? I don't have to tell you that. I mean, it's not your business. It's not your business. And
Okay, so
yeah, it's just not your business.
so anyway, they're all trying to figure out where Georgina is, and Vanessa and Nate are looking like two teenage babysitters who lost the kid that they were supposed to babysit. They're like, well,
Literally.
I told you, I told you not.
I thought you had her.
And it's giving Violet and Dash from the movie Incredibles. You
Totally.
lost Jack.
Exact. You lost Jack. Exactly. Check your phone. So they're gonna go look for Dan. Serena walks in. What are you guys doing here? Blair's like, I'm a big Leaky Hawk fan. Which was I'm a big Leaky Hawk fan.
Did you
It was
text
so
me?
funny. Yes. Oh, I hope I texted you.
Imagine.
No, I did. It hasn't been delivered. Okay, it just delivered.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. So, well, here's a photo of the costume itself in case you want to buy it.
I think when I leave this apartment, I'm gonna print that picture out and print it and leave it somewhere.
Oh. All right. Well, so Serena's like, well, I'm looking for Dan and Georgina. They're like, well, she's gone actually. Okay, wait, sorry. She goes, I'm looking for Dan and Georgina. And Chuck goes, you're out of luck. She's gone. And Serena says, and Dan? And Chuck goes, I'm out of luck. He's still around. Okay, funny guy. Well, if you want to grab the mic,
Caroline is
we could turn this
obsessed.
into an open mic night. Serena's like, I'm just so happy. Like, everything's over. I can tell Dan everything. Everything's going to be fine. Blair is going to go help Serena find him. And we see Lily, like, in the back. She's not going in, and she's trying to call Bart. But as she's calling him, she hears, every time you walk away, you run away and think of me. She's like, how can I resist that guy? How can I resist that? And she goes in.
But then she walks away and takes a piece of him. And he follows her out. And he follows her out.
He's like,
and he freaking lays one on her.
In my hat.
And he freaking lays one on her.
She said, well, it's such a good moment. She goes outside. He sees her leave, and he like runs out before the encore can happen. They're like, time for the encore, and he's like, gotta go get my girl. And he runs out after her, and he stands in front of her, and she goes, get out of my way, Rufus. And he says, no. And then she says again, get out of my way, Rufus. And he says, no. And then and it's like, okay, electric. Okay, electric. Short-circuiting from all the romance. And they make out dangerously close to her. Both of their children are, I would say.
Well, only one of them, but they don't know that yet.
True. I think it's funny that in Blair's phone, Dan's name is Humphrey. On her Orange Envy phone, his name is Humphrey.
I like the idea that all of her contacts are actually last name,
just
comma,
last name,
first name.
comma, first name. Exactly. So Dan calls Blair, and she's like, oh, Serena, it's for you. Hands the phone to Serena before she answers it.
Great.
Serena answers.
Oh, great. It's Georgie.
Oh, she goes, thank God, where are you? And Georgina goes, with me.
It's crazy.
I hear you told her a little secret. If that's the way you want to play it, that's how we'll play it. Ooh, it's so good. And
I mean,
Serena says, I'm not afraid of you
Allison.
anymore. I'm not. Oh, totally. I'm not afraid of you anymore. And I've always loved this Georgina line where she goes, well, you should
be.
So good. I'm not afraid of you anymore.
It's giving.
You should be.
It's giving, why is no one ready?
Yes, I mean,
hey, she didn't win the Oscar for that, but like hey, she should have.
Oh, hey, she should have. One day we're gonna have our version of the Culture Awards, and it's retroactive Emmys, retroactive Oscars,
and it's that, and it's that. It's oh, so you think none of this has anything to do with you?
When in reality, you're wearing a sweater that was selected for me. Fuck. When in reality, you're wearing a sweater that was selected for you by the people in this room. From a pile of stuff.
I mean, she
it's not blue,
is.
It's cerulean. It's cerulean. And I think we
It's
need a
not blue,
jacket
it's
here.
not cerulean, it's cerulean.
It's cerulean. And I think that was the year. I think we need a jacket here. That was the year that we like.
Did you see the SNL promo this week?
No,
You need to go watch it. It's so good.
who is
But
it?
I can't say, but it's based on Devil Wears Prada, the little like
Ugh. It's just I just
teaser.
can't wait to see have new Miranda Priestley lines. Like how
I just
lucky are
recently
we?
rewatched
And Emily
it, and like
Blunt.
it because she's also like the hidden gem
Oh,
of that movie. Like she's so
she is
funny.
so fucking good.
I love
so
the
fucking good.
scene where I almost think Anne Hathaway put on a voice for that movie. I do want to say, like a bit more
What
of a
makes you think I'm not interested in fashion?
like a dorky voice, you know? Like
Yeah,
there's
she's like an
something different
accent
about the
kinda.
way that she talks.
What makes you
that's
say I'm
not
not interested in fashion?
fashion.
Fashion. You
And
know?
but there, I love the scene where Andy's so proud to put the manuscripts on the desk,
Oh,
and she goes, "Oh, just one." What?
what are they gonna
What
do?
are they gonna do? Share?
Share? Oh no, there are already hardbound copies at the girls. And she goes, well,
I
where
thought
are
you might want an
these
extra.
beautiful copies? I thought you might want an extra. That's all. Oh, it's so good.
I can't
And
wait to
Emily?
watch it.
That's all. It's gonna be so good. Okay, so we're almost done here. Georgina says, as Dan is walking up to her holding 2 coffees, I'm like, it's nighttime. Georgina says, all bets
But they're
are
gonna
off.
hey, they're gonna be up all night.
They are right and
And
dirty.
it's two red eyes that he's brought over.
He's like, I know your order. She like spits it out because she actually fucking hates it because she's a faker. Honestly, that's kind of like Aria vibes. Anyway, she's like, what are you gonna do,
She's like,
Georgina? And she goes,
Can we
it's
go get
not
some
what I'm
freaking
gonna do,
turkey?
sweetie. It's who I'm gonna do it with.
But you're right. I mean, that line's good, but I mean, the line before that,
I know.
you should
It's
be.
so
It's just so good.
you should be. Oh, it's
I mean,
so good.
it's the kind of line that on a CW show you're not quite like. I feel like if you're in the writer's room, you don't know that it's
You
gonna.
don't hear it that way. It's not the obvious line reading.
But it's also you don't hear it that way.
You know?
Even if you do, you're not sure that the
that
actor's
they're
gonna
gonna
land
do
it.
it.
Like they're
And
not
it's even
gonna.
like the way she says "be." It's like a little bit of a New York, like you should be. Like there's a little bit of that,
like Paige DeSorbo.
Paige DeSorbo, and it's just in the little just.
It's actually giving a phone
You
call Amanda
should be.
Petula and Paige could have had.
Oh my God,
Amanda's
Amanda,
like, I'm not
Paige.
scared of you.
You should be. Yeah. Oh my God, it's just so good. And Serena's like, well, it doesn't matter what you do.
Now that's a canon event that's happened in my brain.
Oh, 100%. Paige, good for you. Paige, good for you. So she's like, Dan's like, Serena's like, Dan's not gonna fall for that. And Georgina says, you sure about that? Hangs up the phone. Georgina told Dan she was talking to her mom.
I'm about
And then
planning
she
one on him.
takes the battery. Remember these days, she took the battery out of his phone and kicks it away. And I remember those days because when you got your phone taken in school, you take the battery out so the principal couldn't go through your texts.
I do just have a question though. Like, if you're Dan, are you not thinking when did this happen?
Where did my battery go? You used my phone and now I don't have a phone battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking that.
Says, and also everybody that I know and like remotely trust, even if I don't really trust Chuck and Nate, like and Blair, like if I'm as freaking smart as Dan wants us to think he is, I'm putting some pieces together and I'm not going to go have raw dog sex with you.
Totally. I'm definitely not going to hold your hand. We're in New York City. That's disgusting.
Caroline's like,
any exchange of hands, Sandy.
Caroline's like, I might have raw dog sex with you, but I'm not holding your hand.
Your hand is disgusting. What if it's clammy and you've been touching stuff? All I know is that my genitals are cleaner than my hands when I'm in New York City. Well, they should probably usually be, I think. Guys,
that's fair.
That's an important lesson.
And
okay,
hey, that's not a freaking test question. Don't freaking tell us differently.
Don't take it to your health class and ask them. Don't show them this video and ask them. Don't join the Patreon, show them this video and then ask them. So Dan's like, listen, I just want to hang out with you. Like after the day I've had, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. And Georgina, ballsy as fuck, kisses him. And then they make the heck out. And then we go frame for frame, frame for frame, frame for frame, frame, frame. And it's like Serena, like, no fucking way. And it's Georgina, like,
The thing that's crazy, though, is, like, it's not like the episode ends with them kissing on the steps.
No.
The episode
They take it
ends
a
with
step
them
further.
walking away.
It ends with an implication. Let's call it what it is. It ends with an implication of raw dog
It ends with
sex.
the implication that you get when someone asks you what you want to order at Chipotle.
And you should know what that is. And I'm not going to tell you because you should know what that is. And then they leave hand in hand. And that's the end of our penultimate episode.
And you've got
What
the
a ride.
You've got the synopsis.
And I've got the recap. So next week's is our season 1 finale. By the way, I think future seasons are a few episodes longer, but this is
I think you're
only
right.
2.
I think this is a shorter one.
And it's Much Ado About Nothing. And I saw that title and I said, I know exactly the dress Serena's wearing next episode. I know exactly this next episode is so good. That's what I said. I have like not
I'm impressed
slept.
you could
I've been going
remember
to bed at
that.
like 6 a.m. like every night.
Okay,
I'm not
Mimi.
kidding.
Okay, Mimi Perry over here.
Not in a hot way. Just because I've been doing manual labor.
Well, I didn't say it was in a hot way either. I just mean that's Mimi's
It was
vibe.
implied when you said it like Mimi.
Aw.
And actually, you're a bad friend for not knowing that. Okay, so here's the synopsis of Much Ado About Nothing. With Serena's reputation on the line, Blair takes matters into her own hands to deal with manipulative Georgina. Georgie! Meanwhile, Lily prepares for her wedding day despite her conflicting feelings for Rufus. And Serena finally reveals the truth about her past to Dan in an attempt to save her relationship. Yeah, we're waking up post-coital with Lily and Rufus. Just prep yourselves.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay,
On our wedding day.
even with the kiss, I thought the wedding was off. I was like, oh, so we're not getting married now.
I know. It's crazy.
Not this girl. Girl, you're crazy.
Dan's my forever. Anyway, so that's that. Thank you guys so much
I
for
was talking about
listening.
Lily. I was talking about Lily.
Oh.
With Lily's kiss.
No.
I was like, we're
No,
still
I
getting
know,
married?
but I'm saying like Serena said to her mom, Dan's my forever, so don't be with Rufus. You know?
True. Good point.
But it's like, really still? Because Dan's getting lips. Anyway, okay, so make sure you go listen to our Patreon /watch our Patreon /watch this episode on Patreon. Leave us a review, please, and follow us on Instagram at Your One and Only Source Pod, and tell everyone you know about us. Thank you. And Phoebe and I are live and in person this weekend, and we're gonna have freaking fun. And she's gonna see my home. And if you guys want a house tour, let me know. There is a solarium and a cemetery, so I live on a cemetery. And that's not weird.
Caroline's
I live
taking a
in dead center in
major.
the middle of a cemetery.
Caroline is taking a major career pivot. Groundskeeper.
I did decide that if I go on Big Brother when that happens, that
That's gonna
the
be your job
that
title?
I will lead with is ghost tour guide.
That's a good one.
I think that's like so good. Because I
Like,
don't
when
want to say
you-
I'm a theater person. I don't
when
want to
you
say I'm a
apply,
podcaster.
or when you tell people in the
No, when I tell,
house?
like I'll tell in my application, I'll say it, but when I'm in the house, I think it's ghost tour guide.
Wait, did you apply this year?
No, but then I saw an post that was like, we're still accepting applications. I was like, should I do it? I don't know. We'll
Maybe see if
I've
the
been
different
so
time does something
busy.
different.
I know. Well, I'm definitely like that. I wasn't one and done. I will definitely apply again. This year has been, and I'm officiating a wedding this summer, so I can't really be in the Big Brother
That's
house.
true. That's true.
They're
Next summer.
counting on me for their nuptials.
All right, you guys.
Thank you so much for listening. We love you so much, and we will see you next week. And splat.
Go to Molokos.
And hiya, Georgie.
Okay,